I see people.
Maybe they fixed it.
Hi,
Hey,
Ellie.
what's up? Hello.
Can I throw you?
Oh,
I can carry you.
I don't know.
Bundy. Hi. Whoa,
Where's
whoa,
Simon?
whoa! What's that magic trick? You were sort of like jumping off
trying
of
to
it
fly.
in midair.
He's trying to fly.
Dude, you did this in another game.
I think they
we
might have
played.
patched it. He did that in RV, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
that's
doing
right.
it. Oh,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had it. He had it.
That's so hard.
Guys, do you remember this? I was reflecting on this. I feel like it's one of the lowest points I've ever had as a gamer. Honestly, it's so bad that I didn't know what that was. For so
I'm gonna be
long.
honest. I saw it like once. Bundy showed it to me and was like, "Look, it moves when I move," and that's when I should have known what it was.
Yeah.
But it didn't. It didn't register to me.
I mean, I was just so loud and adamant that it was coordinates that I gave no one room to think it could be anything else. Oh, we can sit.
Oh, we can sit.
We're waiting for Silent, aren't we?
Yes.
We could
I don't know
wait
where
in the map
that
room. It might
falls.
be a good idea to develop a bit of a plan in the map room. Here.
All right, chat. Tell Silent that we're in the map room, okay? Saul or Mochi.
Do you want to put one on me?
Actually, we can leave a walkie-talkie on him. Yes. I'll give
We
you.
could leave him
the
a
yellow one.
walkie-talkie.
Oops, sorry, wrong button.
If you put the map on my back as well.
I got you. All right, could you put one of the things on my back?
I've put one thing on there for you. Where's
I already
Bundy?
have one. Okay, awesome.
He's all the way over there. We need a way to shout at him. We need like a loudspeaker.
There is one.
Yo,
I saw, like,
Dev, 44 does
He's
indeed
too
count
big,
as a big
right?
walk. Thank you for the support, my dude.
Sorry. Oh, there he is.
Hello?
There's Silent.
Hi.
Woo! Hey.
Hey, woo! How's it going? Ooh, backpack, walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. Laser pointer.
I don't know why we have
Heck
this,
yeah.
but
Wait, so did Smallhead do that? Really?
yeah, I saw a short with him doing that.
Hey,
What
Bundy,
now?
let me put something on your back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like,
Right, we're all geared up to
throws
go
an
to the
item,
map
catches in
room.
midair, and then was starting to fly.
What did you put on my
Let's
back?
go to the map room.
Walkie-talkie.
Oh no, I hate the walkie on my back. Now I will permanently hear people.
Here, take
Yeah.
the laser.
You're gonna permanently hear me?
No, that's
Oh,
awful.
wait.
Anyone,
I'll put the
anyone
laser
put
in
me
so
back.
bad.
There you go.
Yeah, put the laser on the back. Put the laser on the back. Please.
Here's your walkie-talkie. What do I have in my back?
You have the coordinates.
The cords?
that's
Alright,
what it
the
is.
cords, the GPS.
That's
really-
what it is.
Yeah.
It's coordinates.
Can
Dude,
you
I
just
saw
talk and
I
I
saw
throw
some
this
of the
thing in the
comments
air?
on
I
your
just really
VOD,
wanna see what
and
happens.
we're getting like absolutely destroyed.
I'm gonna keep talking real quick, and it's just gonna sound like that, okay?
Okay.
Nothing changed.
Yeah, nothing changed.
It's a bad suggestion. Are you gonna start? Yeah, okay. Who let this man have a walkie-talkie? Yes.
Right, we're gonna head to the map room, right? I mean, we
yeah,
kind
that's
of
probably
know
where
what
we
we're
should
doing,
start,
but
right?
I really want to go back there because it just feels like we'll get our bearings so much better now, you know?
Yeah. It's just a good place to start.
It is coords.
It's course.
Oh my goodness me. I love that you're carrying that while you got it on your back.
Yes.
It took us a long time last stream to realize, oh, it's a GPS. It tells you your exact coordinates.
I take full responsibility for that.
Yeah, to be fair, I wasn't there
guys
when
go
you
to the
guys
map
first found the
room?
box. Yeah, we're in the map room.
Wouldn't it be
I
cool
thought
if we
you
could
guys
mark
already
off the
solved,
ones
like,
that
the
we've
box.
done?
Did you guys go
well,
to the
you
map
see,
room?
They're already marked. The ones that were done have little flags.
This is almost as
guys go
embarrassing
to
as
the
the
map room?
coordinates thing. You're absolutely right. I
We're
didn't even
in
look.
the map room, Fundy!
Okay, so this is
I'm
the
sorry.
start area here.
It's fine.
We came round this way.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so,
So
good.
this is where we're at. There's one up the hill from us. There's two up the hill from us, actually.
There is, like here.
Yeah, these two. And
I'm
then
muted. Guys, I have some
So-
important information.
What's that?
accidentally spoiled myself while making a thumbnail, and I saw that there is like a belt. So we can have a backpack and a belt to carry items.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I actually,
Okay.
I have that spoiled
Apparently
for me
it's
as
gonna
well
be in
because I look
these-
at the achievements.
Oh,
It's like a fanny pack.
It's gonna be in these circle things. So the circle thing has a random chance of spawning a backpack or a fanny pack, and we only got backpacks.
Interesting.
We have 4
So
back-
it could be
we had
worth.
5
It could be worth
backpacks,
looking at
actually.
these. Yeah,
Okay,
it
we'll
could be
keep
worth
going
looking
to
at
them
these
then.
to get the.
So
Yeah.
we gotta walk
Uh,
from here. We gotta walk up the hill. When we get to this bit, we could go back down and maybe across if it lets us, and then do
I
these
think
two
the
up
plan
here.
would be. Yes,
not-
unlocking the
there's no
blue
other way
tower
out
would be
here.
really smart, so that we can.
Yeah,
get
we have
the-
not done Blue Tower yet.
Oh,
the
that's
key
for
for
the
Blue
obsidian boxes as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of jelly beans over here that we need to solve.
Like
This
yellow
entire corner of
tower
this-
where we ended off last time is like right here.
Yeah.
So should we do that?
Didn't we
Should we
start
trek
doing
across
green?
towards yellow?
Oh no.
Yellow was the one we were doing
Now
last time.
there is a bean to the very far south, so it's the one that we found in the first stream. It starts here on the peninsula with the button, right?
Oh yeah. We
And
did
then
green,
you
we
need
went to
a
yellow.
second
I see.
person.
Well,
On
that's
top of the mountain.
that we do another day. Not a chance do I
Yeah.
feel ready for that.
Okay, it's just a long walk, is all it is.
Yeah,
it's
we're
easy,
gonna
but
do
it's
we're gonna
like
do big
3
walks
people
here,
spread
not
out.
long walks.
Okay, okay, fair enough. So where do we want to head first? Because like the entire. other side
I
of
want to
that
do
was not
these two.
solved.
Yeah, let's head up to where I am. So we go up and across into this area. We can do those two fundy. And then when
Yeah.
we head
Okay.
towards Yellow Tower, we'll either be able to complete it, or from
we have another
there
one.
we can use the ski lift to go do the two over here. So that's like 4 of them in
Excuse
total.
me, sir. Excuse me,
Yes?
sir. Sir.
That's a good plan.
There's
That's a
another
good
one
plan.
down here. On
There's
our
also
way.
this one, yes.
It is
Oh,
perfect.
3. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay.
Yeah, three in a row straight to Yellow
Can we
Tower.
carry
then we
3
head down
things?
into the valley.
That is
we'll
that is
figure
a
it out.
then question.
Do you know, it doesn't
I don't
matter. We
think we
can
need the
drop them off
GPS.
here. We can drop them off here and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
run
we
them
could.
up and down the hill. So that's good.
Okay, I'm
We got a
ready.
plan.
Up to red, cross over, do these two, do this one, go to yellow, win the game. Got it?
Yay, win
Yep,
the game.
That's basically it.
Today.
Of things that we're carrying, we can get rid of Fundy's laser, and we can also get rid of Ellie's GPS. I
You
don't
will
think we
do
need
no
this.
such thing.
The GPS
Okay,
we
we'll
might
find
need
them.
later, but yeah.
Well, we have the map, and that's been pretty easy to just go from there.
As long as we like drop it off somewhere that's not too awkward to come back for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ellie,
sure.
what do you still have the coordinate thing? Oh yeah, we might use it.
So question for chat. We got combined viewer thing going on today. How's
yeah.
our plan gonna do? Are we gonna succeed?
Sorry, that was
Oh,
on
I
the phone.
see nothing. We need a light. Someone needed a light.
I think we're gonna
Oh
crush
yeah, I
it.
could carry a light. I have 3 hands.
We need a flashlight. Probably.
Light away.
Tangible
I don't know
Normal,
which
thank you for
way
the
we're
gifted
going.
sub. Do the animations work?
We're
The
going up and over and down and around and
animations
over and up.
today. Beautiful stuff.
That's
Thank you so
alright.
much.
That's a song.
Shitty, enjoy the sub.
I just making it up. Yeah.
No combo chat. We're not combining chats because our
I still think
channels
it sounds
have
like
different
horses when we're
moderation
walking.
standards, and combining chat
Yeah, man.
means moderation is
Clop, clop, clop,
universal.
clop, clop.
So combined
Yep.
viewership, but no combined.
We got
chat.
someone following behind us with the coconuts.
You got one in
Yeah,
front,
right.
one behind.
Yeah.
Clop, 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 clop.
Is the sun rising? No, it's got to be going. Oh, is it rising?
It's rising, it's
It
rising,
is.
it's rising.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. So we were in there during the night time. That's handy. Perfect.
Okay.
We should try and get to the
Where's
puzzles
the- where's the
before
bridge?
nighttime.
So the other side of this, when you're looking down, you want to look for that wall. Like the wall between the area we were just in. It's not particularly visible.
So we're just trying to get in this direction, really. Just straight ahead, really.
Kinda.
Down through
We
the valley,
don't.
up
We
over
don't
the
want to
mountain.
slide down too much. I think we want to.
Guys, my ankles are sore.
Did you pack your shoe inserts?
This
The
is not
foam?
good.
No,
I know how you
I
need
didn't,
those.
but
Ah.
I did bring mosquito bites.
This
Anti-
is not
mosquito
good.
bites.
You brought your own mosquito bites to the jungle?
So
the thing is right there.
we can't go up this rock, which I think means it might be a barrier to going across to the other side. At some point we unlocked this. This was locked some time ago. Did someone come
Yeah.
here and press this button to unlock it?
I think I did.
Ah, okay.
Must have.
So
I think I did.
It's not
first things first,
not
we could have
necessarily
just
a room.
walked here. So we're off to a great
Yeah.
start. Did someone ever
Just come
unlock?
through this.
Did someone ever unlock another one on the other side?
No, I unlocked this one only.
Okay. So we need to go left here, but this is a barrier, so we just got to find the path that leads around. I got a feeling it might be a long way around. We might be in for a big walk.
Oh, he said it.
He
did the
said
thing.
I
the
did the thing. I
He
said
did
the thing. We're going
said the
on a
thing.
huge trek.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a massive
hefty
stroll.
hike. Yeah.
What is this?
Probably something you can unlock, like a tunnel or
Way up
shortcut
this
tunnel.
mountain is to go to the big ramp. You guys know that ramp? That's like the earliest place to go up. That
The
way
big
back.
ramp.
Oh yeah, this is the walkie-talkies, right? Yeah, walkie-talkie. Okay, I see.
Did we lose anyone?
Massive stroll. A
Fundy.
small marathon.
He's behind us a little bit.
He's trailing. I'm sure we'll lose him at some point.
We should
Just
leave
keep
some
walking, guys.
breadcrumbs.
Just keep walking. Come on. We gotta get rid of him.
This is where the public transport would have been nice.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah. Need more ski lifts.
Definitely more
That's
ski
why we need
lifts.
to tax people more.
Yeah,
get
tax
funds for it.
us and fund the
Yeah.
trains. Can we go left here? Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Government going and build some public infrastructure out here. Okay, this looks promising. Yeah, this looks good. I think there's a path to climb the mountain here, guys.
Looks like it.
I missed my mountain pass. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Where
Mountain
was my
pass.
mountain pass? Yeah, when we were the hobbits.
Yeah. Have we done this blue thing?
So Fundy,
this
did you
was
see
the-
this
this was
solar
the goal.
eclipse?
I did. And I took some pic. Oh, the mountain pass is right there.
this
Anyway,
is the
I took some
Is it
pictures
left
too.
here? Did you have like a filter to take pictures, or did you just take pictures with your phone?
So what I did, you know how like you have those glasses you put on with the black
Yeah.
filter?
Yeah.
I
use that.
just put my phone screen against it.
I did that, and every time it came out as a perfect circle,
We
even
already
when it
took this
wasn't.
one.
It was so strange.
Hold on, let me send you, Xisuma, what it looked like for me, because it was
Great.
great.
Okay.
Just bear with me and stream too bad, you know, you just don't see it.
Yeah,
You can
fine.
send me it after. We are streaming, but yeah, I love looking at pictures of that stuff.
I have sent it,
Okay.
and it's good.
Let's see.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes, yeah.
Pretty
It's cool.
solid.
Oh. Yeah,
That's how I did
that
it.
came out really good. That's
Okay, so now
that's
stream,
really
imagine
close.
the
Well,
best
that is
picture in
the peak, right?
world, and you will never see it.
Yep.
I'm too far behind now. I'm looking at photos. That's like the peak. The top of it came out quite strong. Where I was, it was a little thinner at the top.
Ah.
Did you
I see, I see.
But the sky didn't go dark. It got cool. It felt a little gloomy and
that's
moody,
true.
but it didn't go
kinda
dark.
just. That's right. It wasn't that much of a change. I would have expected more.
In 1999, it went dark, and all of a sudden there were like birds hooting and
Oh my
dogs
god,
barking.
dude! In 1999, it was so dark for me too, up until October.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Was that when you were born?
That's when I was born. That's right.
Wow.
You're also from '99. Wow.
Oh my god,
That's
I'm
when it was
so
dark
old.
for you guys. I was 5 years
Yeah.
old. It was dark at night.
I was in a swimming pool. and then
When I
the
was
sky
born,
went
there was
dark,
one,
and I was like, what's going on outside? Why have I been sent to a swimming pool when there's a solar eclipse going on?
We're kinda,
dangerous.
Xisuma, should we map
That's
up?
pretty
I don't know
cool.
where we are.
Oh, we
Maybe.
gotta
We're on the
keep
other side
pushing
of the
left. We'll
Yeah,
probably
There's a
we'll
good
probably
landmark
figure
here
it
with the
out.
train. I think it was 2 years ago or 3. I don't remember when. There was one here in Canada, and
Yes.
my whole I was in
Yeah.
the kitchen. I forgot that there was one happening, and
Oh,
everything
wow.
went like super dark. And I freaked out a little bit. Like I was like, what's happening?
Oh man, can you
So,
imagine
so
how
did
like
you miss that one, Ellie?
Sorry, what?
Did you miss it then?
I didn't have the glasses. I knew it was happening, but because I didn't have the glasses, I didn't know I didn't care to know when it was. But my kitchen just went
So-
dark and I sparked.
So the one that happened today and the one that happened in Canada is the one I saw.
2040.
Yeah, the Canada one was huge.
Right?
Yeah.
That went all the way through North America, down through America, right? And then into
Yeah,
Mexico.
I was in Virginia at that point.
Guys,
Have we been here
this is
before?
Blue Tower. This is
No, this
we
is
have
new.
not been here.
Nice.
This is great.
We were trying to get to Yellow Tower. How are we at Blue Tower?
It was kind of in there on the map. I just didn't know what it was. Oh, this is where the audio goes weird.
Bing, bing.
Hey, hey, hey. We'll get our bearings now, won't we?
I would hope so. I have low hopes. Okay, that's
I
where
don't
we
know.
wanted
It,
to be.
it
Where
feels
are we
like
right
we
now?
kind of went the whole way
What's
around.
near us?
We're right there.
We need to head up this side of the mountain to get over the crest.
You have the
Because
laser?
the puzzles are on the other side of
But
this.
considering we're at blue, why don't we just do stuff near us?
But that wasn't the plan.
We're right there.
So
Wait, are
we
we
kind of
doing the
need
plan?
to head towards.
No, I think we're here.
Oh no, we're to the
haven't done
right,
any of
Ellie.
this stuff.
Go right
To the
across
right?
that mountain range, up, right,
Are we there?
right, 2 boxes, there,
Is that
up a little
that?
bit. We're there.
Oh,
That's Blue
Yeah.
Tower.
okay.
So we kind
I
of want to
see.
traverse across this mountain into the other area, but it might not actually be open to us yet properly, which is why we've ended up here.
I think we can just walk over this because we've already been at the peak of the mountain. That
True.
bit up there is like done. That's where the thing goes. So we can just walk up this path right here, get to the other side, and that's where the two
Nice.
puzzles were.
Okay.
And then the third puzzle is
isn't
heading
that
towards yellow.
Isn't that the triple thing?
Yeah, that's the top of the world right there. And also,
No,
yeah,
what
that's
I
where the
mean is, like-
triple person puzzle is.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
You trying to fly?
Woo! I was trying to throw.
This guy's trying to fly.
Ah! Oh wait, there's a light.
Oh, you read my mind. I was gonna get that.
Do you want it?
No, I'll take this.
Okay. Where are the other two?
I think
I
they
heard
just
someone
jumped off.
fall.
Yeah, I saw one of them jump off. I don't know where Fundy is.
Follow
Where
the flashing light.
Where are you guys at?
What?
This-
We're-
oh,
we're
hello.
right here.
right
Where's
here.
where's the path?
Ah, yeah.
Is it? Do you know the way?
It's right here.
Okay.
Follow me.
It's not through that blue thing. That hasn't been opened yet.
There's some bird making fun of me.
Ugh. Where's
I think we
Fundy?
gotta go this way.
Oh, there you are.
It's a great question.
Oh, we go up, not down.
Yeah, we gotta go over this crap.
Asda Car Park. Welcome back.
the
Love
peak
the
of the
name.
mountain.
As always, 22
I know
months.
something about
Appreciate you, my dude. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy it today.
This might not be a way over the mountain. We might need to take the ski lift to get up to the top of the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless we can keep cutting left.
We'll get there
This
eventually.
little
There's a house there. I
trench
want
right
to go
here.
there. I want to go there. I want to go there. I want to go there.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he really wants to go.
Let's go there.
Yep,
We're hankering for a puzzle. We're hankering for some Jelly Belly.
Yeah, I want to.
Yes.
I want to do puzzles. I want a brain.
Oh, careful.
Brain
this looks like you
smarts.
can break a bone or two.
Brain smart me time.
I wanted to take a big walk.
Well, you did. You took a big fell.
Well, you did a big stinky, so you know.
All right. So what do we do here?
This is not a puzzle. This is a
is
key
a
station. This is for
station.
the train.
Wait,
Ah,
mate.
there we
Ah, this is how we turn it on. Wow.
Okay.
What knowledge? We know.
We should finish blue. Let's finish blue.
Well, this is how we unlock the. That's my answer that I wanted.
Now we know how to unlock it.
Okay. We solved
Yeah.
the mystery,
Alright.
buddy. This is really in the
we
middle
should-
of
we
nowhere.
should
Can
remember
anyone
where
see
this
the
is,
ski
though.
lift? We're on foot again.
No,
No.
it's the
We're
other
on foot
side
again.
of the mountain, I think.
Yeah,
But
we're
there's
gonna
gotta be like many things down here, right?
Yeah, there'll be something in here. I kind of wish I
there
took a
something-
screenshot of that map room.
Right.
Oh, dude, this would actually be a really fun game.
It's gonna be really easy to
to
lose
have
each
a
other.
map that you draw yourself, like it's empty, and you draw everything in.
Oh, that'd be neat.
And mark
yeah, you
it off.
figure stuff
Oh,
out
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I really want to play a game with that as a core mechanic.
Yeah, does a game like that exist yet?
Yeah, it's been used on a couple of games. It's kind of like
Like a
appears in little
Minecraft
niche indie ones. Yeah, except you have to draw it.
Yeah.
Guys,
it's
I'm
like-
thirsty. Is this water drinkable? Can you
It's
shine
not
some light?
portable, no.
Can you see?
Does it look
I can see
drinkable?
crap.
Yeah, it looks drinkable.
Did you say the water is drinkable?
Yeah, it looks drinkable.
Did you bring your water bottle?
No, I got my mouth.
Okay.
That looks like a beak.
I have
I
the
think it
strat.
is.
You know how like you have those water faucets where it's like a stream of water and it's like really hard to suck water out of. I have this strat
Music.
of like relaxing one of my cheeks and
Music.
becoming a water pouch.
I hear music.
Okay.
I'm drawn to it. I think we've been here before.
We've been here. This is where we did the puzzle. Oh, we have things to do here though.
Do it.
Ellie, do you remember the red thing we found here? Okay,
There's a thing right here. Is this a radio?
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
This is nothing.
Wait,
This is just,
have we
this
unlocked
is just you can take the
another
music with you.
radio? We've unlocked radio station 4. You did it. Look, this is another
Oh,
goal.
there might be,
There's like
there might
7
be
of them.
something unlocked. Yeah, there might be something unlocked. to get
7
all
radios.
7.
Yeah.
We've
boy.
been ignoring these music places because we didn't realize there was
Yeah.
like an unlock that you could do.
I guess when we did
we
it the
passed,
first
like,
time, it
2 of them.
like we had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. I know where one of them is, but
Where is that map? Do we have the map with us, or did we leave it behind?
It's on you. Right there.
Do you wanna open
I
it?
should maybe open it.
Yeah, thanks.
Let me
It's
put it
gonna
somewhere.
be. Hold it
flat.
above you. Hold it above you seems to
yeah,
work.
hold it
Yeah,
back. Oh, hold it back. There you go.
So
Right, so blue tower's up at the top there.
then we headed up.
There you
I
go.
can see where we are. We're like, I can't read the numbers.
You see that yellow squiggly thing?
Yes.
3rd row from the top? That's where we're at.
And then a little bit higher.
Is it
there's a
better
red
if I
box.
get closer?
So
Yeah, go to the red box. I want to go to the red box.
we need to go to the red box
Okay.
and then bear
We
left.
just need to head north then. Yeah.
So from here
We
to
haven't
the
done the red box. We've
I
done
have,
the green box.
I have no idea what direction that is.
Everyone's splitting up.
Wait, call him. I need to put this on your back.
Okay. Someone needs
There
to
you-
like
there you go. Oh,
pick a direction. Sorry. Are we
there
good?
you go. Yes, sir.
Where did Fundy go? I think
He ran off. He literally ran
I
off.
saw eyes in that direction. Are you carrying me? No.
No.
Wait, over there. Look,
Um,
look.
reminds me
Over
of-
this way. This
yeah,
way.
we see.
No, wait. It's
yeah, we
coming
see
from
his
that way.
laser. Okay.
It's coming from over there. That's one way to
My
get
guy's
our
having a
attention.
party. He's having a party.
He's found it. Okay, so now when we leave this area, we want to go in that direction over there. I'll try and keep my bearings. Fundy.
Don't point it at
Fundy,
people's
when
eyes.
we
It
leave
says it on the
this
side.
place, we want to go in this direction that I'm currently walking.
Okay.
That just needs to be
What is- wait,
remembered.
what is this?
All
Is
right,
this a puzzle?
let's do the
It's a
puzzle.
puzzle.
Let's do the
Oh.
puzzle. Oh,
found a puzzle,
fellas, you
everybody.
fell.
Fellas.
We're fellas.
That's funny. That's funny.
Fallers, yeah.
Oh, it's a
wait.
two-room puzzle.
Oh, okay, we're in.
Can we turn on the lights?
Oh my goodness me. Are we gonna move some of these things? What the heck? Pots and pans?
Room.
Buttons?
There's no lights in this room.
What
Oh,
is this?
There is. There you go.
What are we doing
Look,
here?
tea kettles. Look, it's teapots.
Wait, they make sounds?
Wait, do we have? Oh, wait. I have a feeling. Actually, I'm not sure. Would this be the type of thing where we have to? No, because we can't move things.
Oh, these weren't
'Cause I
on
know in some
earlier. These
games-
weren't on earlier.
Oh, wow.
So you can see in
Did they put
here. So if someone's in there, there's a
Oh.
door on the other side.
I can't see outside. You can. What?
Let's go see what's on the other
So-
side. See if it starts to make sense.
Yeah. So from inside there you cannot see outside, but you can see inside.
You guys should go check out the other side and see if you can make sense of things. Oh, these probably
Okay.
mirror those screens on the opposite side.
Yeah.
And then there's a
do we
weird
open this
one
door?
person in there. You can't
Yeah, only
see that
one.
room.
There is a door right here. Or that.
Right, so the dots have got to match those on the wall. But that much is pretty clear, isn't it, chat? Oh, and you got to put empty ones in, and you got to put in dots like that. So then it's a case of how do you communicate that? I wonder if you can open this door, or maybe you use that one screen there. Okay, someone opened the door, and I'm still here. So it's like someone on the opposite side has got to look in at what they're doing and somehow bring that information across. We're transferring information from one side to the other. It's blank tiles or dots.
I understand. So, Xisuma, you ready?
I'm ready.
There is an abstract tea room in here.
Yep.
And this is our only communication way. So we need to figure out a way to communicate with each other what these teapots mean in regards to where there should be dots, where there shouldn't be dots. So it's basically like we can argue a teapot too high means there's a dot on the second one, or a teapot 3 high, or a teapot up here means something, or 2 teapots next to each other. Like basically we have to figure out how to communicate with each other without talking.
I think this might be possibly a little simpler than that. You've highlighted something. There are 3 heights here, and there are 3 heights in here as well, I think. Yeah. Now, is there also any correlation to the amount of these? We've got a group of 4, 4 again,
there's
one in
probably
between.
8 dots, which means 8 teapots.
Well, there's 1, 2, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. But we got 4, 5, 9, 12. Are there 12 positions in here? If you catch my drift.
There's 16.
What's the order of events? Because currently, this door is open. So I'm assuming you walk through to talk to the person back there. But then what's happening on the other side? How are we getting the information from here into this room?
Well, so basically,
someone in that
one
room
door is
has to
open
look
at
at the
one time,
screens.
and there cannot be people in here when the door changes. So it's literally you have to communicate in this room without people being here to the other side where the dots need to go. And the teapots are the only thing we have as items.
So we have to leave them in here and then go around to the other side. Is like...
Well, we can't, because as soon as we leave, the dots change, right? So it's literally one group is here.
Yeah.
That figures out where the dots need to go. Then with the teapots, articulate that.
There are 6 dots.
And then once we've...
Dude, these shapes, the shapes, look, there's the shapes I think might correlate to the shapes in here. Like there's a group of 3 here with 2 heights. There's a group of 3 here with 2 heights. So that could be the 3 on the right-hand side.
Yeah, that could be the 3 on the right, yeah.
There's 3 heights here.
Yeah, there's 3 there, and then there's a 2. That could be 5 in total. It's not obvious.
So we can just close and reopen this door a bunch, right?
I think that changes it each time.
We cannot.
We can just brute force this?
We can't, as long as there's people in here, I can't close this door.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 collections.
I mean, I feel this is pretty simple, but...
It could be. I mean, we just have to have a way to communicate which squares are which, and maybe you get to make that up yourself.
Yeah, well, that's my theory. I think we literally just need to devise a system of articulating where those dots go.
Okay, but can you guys come out of the room real quick? Because I'm wondering if we can do this in batches or if we have to do it all at once.
Okay, I'll come out.
That doesn't matter now.
Okay,
So now the other side opens.
Yeah, so now...
And that was it.
The only way
so
to
you
open
can't do it in
is
batches. Now you have to
Okay, so
go.
we have to do it all at once.
Yeah.
Okay, fascinating. So we need to divide up this wall into 4 different groupings, and then pick 4 different groupings of furniture in here to have teapots on them.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I think
this
the
is-
one on its own could just be where the
Map
teapots
is, like,
are.
the right
Like you
side.
put it on the blue.
Yeah, I think the one on its own can be a singular, like that's, up there, it's good enough.
Then we've got a group of 3
Yeah.
over there for the last 3.
Yeah,
so
that's the 3 at the end, I think.
reds is the 3 on
Then
the
it's
there,
4 and
okay.
4. So like this one and
3,
that
3
one.
down, 1 up.
Is there only 3 levels? Because we could do this and this.
We can use
Wait,
we can
actually-
use this run of like 4 things right here and just have them
We
be
can
in
have-
order from like left to right.
Wouldn't this be like level
We
1?
can't be in here,
Those
Ellie.
middle-
Like it's
middle
without
grab.
people.
Oh, we can't. Oh, that's so dumb.
You have to place the teapots in spots and then leave, then let the others figure it out.
What about numerics? Like you've got in here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could use the height as order. So for one set of the first 5, you could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although that one there, you see, this one has 2 together. It's like, do you have to predefine? So is there one with 2 the same
I
height?
think these are the simple ones. In this scenario, we put 2 teapots there, right?
Yeah.
And then is the single dot ticked or not? It is. So the single dot ticked means this.
Yep, that would go there. And then we just have to decide on this. So
Yeah,
the
and I
left
think it
grouping
doesn't
of
really matter.
5
We just decide. So, how about we just argue this?
Oh,
We
yeah.
look in order.
4
We
and
go
5.
Just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait.
And we also
I
do
was
this
going
1,
to the
2,
other
3,
side.
4.
I was going to the other side is gonna reset the puzzle.
That's okay.
Yeah, but we're doing it for demo right now.
Fundy, I
Okay.
think the only
I'll go with
distinction we need is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's start at the top.
Yeah.
1, 2, jump down, 3, 4. Why don't we make
Oh,
that?
you
right?
jump down or you don't? Or do you circle around or do you jump down?
So 1, go to the right, 2, go to the bottom, 3, 4.
Okay.
That could be
I
the
got
yellow
that.
blocks in the corner because they've got 4 heights. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So in this scenario, it's what? It's 2 and 3 then, right?
Then
So 2 and 3
What?
would be
Yeah, 2 and 3.
there and
yes.
there.
Then
So
then
this
you
is
have
the bottom
5 that follow that, right? You
Yeah.
have 5 following. This is easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
So
I'm good with 1, 2, 3,
5
So that means these.
like this.
so
1,
1 and which one?
I
2.
have no clue what they're doing.
What's the last
3.
one?
Do it by height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row.
What's the last dot? The last dot is
Oh, I
Would
see
it
what
not
you
be
mean.
simpler just to do them in a row?
You need it on the 1st and 4th. Yeah.
just like this.
Yeah, you got it. And then the last 3
Alright,
will
okay.
just be this.
I'm
However,
confident in this.
left to right, the same way it's put on the wall.
Yeah, just
Left to
literally how
right.
it is in there. Yeah.
Okay, let's take a minute to absorb that. So we've got 4.
I think I got it.
Ali, do you understand
We
what's
go
happening?
down. And then 5 here,
Ellie
and then
does not
3.
understand
I got
what's
it. Me and Fundy seem to
I'm
have
gonna
it.
trust you guys.
Let's reset. I'll go on the other side. I understand the order.
Yeah, I'll go with Bundy.
Okay, yeah, and then oh, Ellie, I better not mess anything up, man.
I'm not gonna.
I feel the pressure.
Didn't understand, so
Me,
it's
me
fully
and
on you.
Fundy took the
It's
lead on
fully
this.
on you.
Did it all change?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2,
No, it did
3,
not.
4,
Oh, yeah, it did.
5. Okay, No, sorry. I almost screwed up straight away. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the first one. So 1 and 3. Oh, they all stayed in the same place. 1, 2,
Is it?
3, and 4. I hope they count these. The only thing is the vertical height here was not discussed, so I'm hoping they get it correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct. So if we get it wrong, I think I know where
1,
we
2,
failed.
4. I see.
Now we've got 1, 2, 4, 5. So 1 and 4 there. Where are the other ones? 1, 2, 4, 5. Does that mean you can bring that one over here, by the way? Does that mean the last 3 were empty? They were. So put it on the tallest one.
Yeah, they are. Here?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's 1, 2. So we all but 3. Yeah, 1, 2. The middle one is 3, 4, 5. All right, so that's that done. Do we press this button here now?
All right. Yeah. Now we press
Yeah,
this.
go for it.
We can't go back in.
So the only thing is if they misread the first one because we didn't fully define how that works.
Yeah.
I kind of wish we maybe should have double checked it first, but we'll let them give it a go. Fundy's
just
just
watch
Fundy's
now.
just
You
like
watch what you do.
looking and translating. That's what he's doing. He doesn't need to come into the room much at all.
He speaks teapot.
I really like this puzzle because it kind of lets you solve it your own way. They can't see us here, but they might hear us.
No, yeah, they can't see us. I don't even think they can hear us. We could try speaking Morse code with them.
It'd be
We can't
cheating
even
if
see
we
what they're
could.
doing in the other room, though. Yeah. I mean, the easy solution is to screenshot and send it on Discord.
True.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh, they got it!
Oh,
Good
nice,
job!
nice.
Good job.
Nice. Let's go
That's
chat.
awesome.
Oh,
Oh, it's nighttime. We spent an entire day doing this.
hey guys.
Turn around.
This
There
was
wa-
yours. This was mine. This was mine. Put it on.
There was a 50% chance that we might have screwed that up because I didn't
We
really
lose a lot of
take in the order of the yellow blocks. Does that make sense?
A what?
That was fine.
The
That's
yellow
fine.
blocks in that room were like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, but I wasn't sure if we were starting at the top going down or the bottom
Oh,
going
no,
up.
of course you start at the bottom. Yeah, of course you start.
Yeah,
at the
yeah, of
bottom.
course. Start.
Well, it's
Yeah,
lucky
that's a
I
good
guessed
one.
that because I could have guessed it the other way around.
You're silly.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, we got a jelly bean. Who's gonna carry this?
Jelly, jelly, jelly bean.
Train. Blue.
Should we drop the laser? We have to drop something.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got. Okay,
I can just
we're
put it
dropping
on
the
your
laser.
back.
We are so brain
Jelly me
smart.
up.
Put it on your back.
Do we have the map?
It's on my back. Yeah, it's on your back.
your
Yeah, it's on your back.
Okay.
Alright, I think we're good.
Now
That was a good
the
puzzle.
way to go
It's
next
currently- that
is
took
that
the
way.
entire day.
Okay.
Follow the light.
I'm glad you know that.
I made a mental note.
We got in there at sunrise and we used the entire daytime for that puzzle.
Brilliant. Perfect timing.
I see someone is asking why we didn't use walkie-talkies. During those puzzles, the devs will guaranteed have muted and broken the walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, not fun, is it? It's not
So
fun
true.
to
Yeah, you gotta
play
use your
a
brain
game
power.
like this whilst cheating. I mean, we could have just
Yeah.
sent a screenshot on Discord,
I could
right,
have
Ellie?
just opened Twitch and just like
Yeah,
looked
yeah,
at
we
your
could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Why-
that's
why
also
didn't
why
you do that,
when you
Fundy?
launch.
Yeah, we could've
Yeah,
done it.
well,
Well,
now
I
that
could've
you're
speed
saying
run
it,
this
stand
I
in
am
the
the
room,
person
I'll figure it out.
to have done that. Yeah, I would have done that.
Every time you
Can we
open
go
the
up
game,
there?
they
Have
tell
we
you
been
to
up
not
here?
use other
Bro,
other
it
voice
turns
chat.
out Xisuma got all
Yeah,
the key
but
pop
also
placements
it's
wrong,
me.
but like Fundy just screen sniped it.
I absolutely
Wait,
would, yeah.
is there something
Hey,
on
that's
there?
a fanny pack.
It's the
It's a
thing.
fanny
It's
pack.
It's
the,
a
got a fanny
Dorito. It's a Dorito.
How do I wear this?
the
How do
fanny
I-
pack
you have
can
to- you
only
have to put
wear.
it on yourself.
Yeah,
Hey!
the fanny pack can only hold walkie-talkies.
Oh, right. And there's one on the ground.
We all need to wear that. There's an achievement for it.
Yeah, the thing is.
Put a walkie on my talkie.
Oh, thank you. How do I take it back?
You don't.
Wait.
Okay, and then you.
Now you're up there.
What?
Hey!
So the only downside with that thing is you cannot
Wait,
use
come back.
it yourself.
Oh,
You cannot
I don't
use it
want to lose
yourself.
my
You need to have
bearings.
someone else use it for you.
I think this way.
Come back.
Wait, come back,
Come
Xisuma.
back. I need the belt. I need the
Xisuma,
belt. He's walking off with the belt. Okay, someone's got to put this on me.
The belt, you
Walkies
cannot
over here.
use it on yourself. Someone has to
Yeah.
take the walkie-talkie from your belt.
I got a big hit.
Oh, I see BP light.
Is that yellow tower? It probably should be.
It's yellow tower.
Were we busy with yellow?
Yeah, we were putting
There's
things in.
three
So
puzzles
this
on the way to yellow.
looks like an area that we're supposed to visit.
Looks
Maybe.
like a skate park.
Kind of
This
does.
is a skate park.
It's totally a half ramp. Oh yeah, okay. Jelly belly. Oh, these buildings are symmetrical.
Looks
there's
like
a
two of us
door.
Need to be on the other side.
There's a way in here.
Hey, yo, one of you
Well,
walk
does someone need to be? I'll go to the other side, I guess.
Wait.
It's more communication stuff. This looks kind of wild.
Oh my goodness.
What
Oh,
the heck?
jeez. Oh my days. So these are buttons that are gonna light up.
Okay, and I think we have to walkie-talkie to the other person which button they need to press.
Yeah.
Oh, what happens when
They
we
do
close the
light
door?
up. They do light up. Wait,
you press
only
them?
one lights up.
Only one out of all.
One lights up.
Oh, one lights up.
Wait.
Do we give everything like a name?
How do we explain which one lights up? Wait,
Like
do they
maybe
keep
maybe
going?
they're like constellations, right? Like this is
Oh.
Ferris wheel and
Oh yeah, they're shapes, right?
wait a
So
minute.
this is like a
Wait a
LED
minute.
maker?
Like-
you see this?
Wait. If the walkie-talkie doesn't work, then you have this window here in which to look across at each other.
Oh,
So maybe we need the laser beam for
I
this
see.
one.
maybe.
Do you have a
Look
walkie-talkie
at
on
this,
you?
Look at this.
Do you have a
On my,
walkie-talkie?
on my... No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
Interesting. What happens on the
I
other
reckon
side?
the walk. Guys, I reckon the walkie-talkies don't work here. Let's test it. We're testing walkie-talkies, right?
What's on?
We're testing.
What's on the other side,
so-
guys?
You
Okay,
guys need
we
to
have
back
walkies
to
now.
us with
Okay,
the
let's test.
walkie-talkie.
Let's test.
What's on your side? Oh, you forgot me outside.
Okay.
Testing. Can you guys hear us?
No walkies. Okay.
I'm assuming no.
Hi. Do you have
Are
a
you guys
laser
using the
pointer?
walkie-talkie?
Sorry?
Yes, it's not working.
Okay, then my guess is 2 people go in, 2 people stay out. They talk like this.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well-
they talk like this.
Can we? Oh, are you saying can we talk through the grid? Ellie, let's try and talk through the grid to each other.
Yeah, that's my guess.
that's right. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. That's it then.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Well, do you
Okay,
want
that's
to
the
wait?
solution.
Close the door. Close the door. Do you want to describe which
walkie-talkie
light
over
is
there.
on? Do you want to describe what light is on?
Yes. Gonna be a weird eye-looking thing.
Ellie? Ellie?
So there's an eye, like a face. It looks almost like my face. It has one eye.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be the one at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Got it.
Yes.
Hey. Bundy.
Yeah.
You're looking for one that looks a little bit like a face with an eye, and it's the light at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Silent.
Xisuma.
Oh,
every
you
time
left.
they click it, it changes the thing. Yeah, every time
Okay.
they click, it changes.
Every time you click, it will change the light, so you have to wait for us.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
He did that. I didn't do that.
Guys, we
Okay.
need to devise a system of counting. It's not one button press. It's going to be a
No, we
series
know,
of
we
button
know, we know,
presses.
but they all have
Yeah.
shapes, so they're gonna just tell us which shape it looks like, and then which one, and then you need to figure it out.
Okay. But there's front wall with the window, there's going to be back wall with the curve, and then there's floor as well. And then we can just count, right?
Okay, that's a good idea.
Do we know
Ellie,
if we
saying,
have?
saying what wall it's on is a good idea, and assume you're facing
But do we know
them.
if we have the same wall?
Yeah,
Well,
you've
we
got
can-
the
yeah,
front.
we know we have the same
if
pattern.
you're
Your back wall-
facing
your
them,
back wall has the curve.
if you're
back
facing
wall has the
them,
curve.
you got the front wall, you got a wall to your right, you got the back wall, and you got the left wall. If you're facing
Okay,
them in there,
okay.
yeah.
How about we just start,
Okay,
well,
perfect.
if we run into issues, we run into issues.
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
try
yeah.
again.
Well, wait,
Let's do
Ellie,
it.
Ellie. So your back wall and the right wall, they're the same. They're curved, right? So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Alright,
Awesome.
who does it
So there's
between
really
us?
just... Yeah. Okay, well.
Okay.
Xisuma,
Hello?
we could use these, or we could just stand near the edge. Up to you.
Let's use these. Ellie?
Okay. Front wall. There's gonna be one with 6 little things. Three next to each other. It's gonna be the first one in the second set of 3.
Front wall, there's 6 things next to each other. Did you hear that? Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said,
Yes.
Ellie? So what's
Yes,
the next
I
bit?
did.
Front wall, there's six things.
Okay, but like
Yeah.
which button, and is it the diagonal one?
There's 3 next to each other. It's 3 a column of 3 next to a column of 3.
There's a column of 3 lights next to each other.
And it's gonna be the first one on the second column from the top.
It's the first one on the second column from the top.
Okay, that made no sense. Restart your statement.
Okay.
Do you
There's
hear?
2 sets of 3. Yeah. There's
Did you
two,
hear
like,
Fundy?
Okay, it's gonna be in the. Yeah, he said it made no
Okay.
sense.
Say test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Test 1 2. Can you hear me?
Did you hear Ellie
No.
talk?
No. It has to be you.
Gotcha.
Here's me though, or here's you though.
Okay. So in the front wall, there's gonna be a set of 6 lights. There's 3 next to 3.
You're gonna have to just give it to me in like 1 sentence at a time.
Okay. Take your time.
Okay, I'm with you. One sentence at a time.
Yes. Front wall.
Front wall.
It's gonna be a vertical zigzag of 6. If that helps.
It's a vertical zigzag of 6.
And it's gonna be the second from the top if you follow the zigzag.
It's going to be the second from the top if you follow the zigzag.
We got it.
That works.
Next
That
one.
worked.
Front wall.
Front wall.
There's gonna be a square.
There's going to be a square.
It's gonna be the bottom left corner.
It's going to be the bottom left corner.
Nice.
Very nice. Next.
Very good.
Okay. On the floor, facing the front wall,
On the floor, facing the front wall.
there's gonna be one that is further away than all the others. It's not that one. It's the one right under that one.
There's going to be one that's further away than all the others. It's not that one, it's the one underneath it. I can see they're still communicating.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Silent understands. Okay, Silent
No.
went. I think we're good.
Silent asked me to ask you to ask Ellie if it's the second row, third from the left.
Is it the second
Yes,
row,
it's
third
that
from
one.
the left?
Yes, it's
Yes,
that
it
one.
is. I used the radio then, I don't know why.
Great.
Nice. It's gonna be the bottom of the square. Front wall.
Front wall, bottom of the square.
Middle, I'm guessing.
Middle. Middle of the square.
It is
Bottom.
middle. One more to go.
Yippee-ki-yay, left.
One more. Yippee-ki-yay,
It's gonna
mother.
be.
Sorry?
Exactly.
Finish your sentence. There's gonna be a big diagonal in the front wall. It's gonna be the very last one, bottom one in the diagonal.
There's a big diagonal in the front wall. It's the very last one at the bottom. Hey,
Nice.
woo! Very good, very good.
Let's go.
Hey, it's nighttime again! Woo! We love our nighttime.
We did it.
It's nighttime again, Ellie.
Yeah, we love that, huh? Gaddy. I think we can put this.
Where did those
sounds
guys
back
go?
there.
They're inside having a look. Cool.
We got so lucky. I'm very happy with this run.
Lucky on that one.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was incredibly lucky. The walkie-talkie's down there in the canyon. Go find it.
Where is it? It's somewhere over there. I can keep talking. Oh, you got it.
Well, we need to bring that with us.
Yeah, go find it, Fundy. He threw it down in the...
Oh, did you not find it yet?
He threw it.
He's went
Here,
sliding.
let me know when you find it, Fundy.
Should be like straight
Like
down
we
there.
need one person.
Do you hear it?
I think you need to put yours on your belt and take the other jelly belly. And I'll drop down with Fundy to help him find
Got
this.
it.
And
Over.
okay, never
Okay,
mind.
he found it.
What do I have in my bag? The quartz?
Yeah, you got the cord.
Okay.
I have
Here's a baby.
everything in my
I
belt
don't know
now?
if you want to have it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
we
I'll
should
take
probably
it.
go to the tower now, right? Which is
Yeah, we have 2 of these. We should offload
we
them.
could see it a minute
Did
ago.
Fundy say...
Do we have Fundy? We're missing
There it
Fundy.
is. It's behind the rock.
Hey, Fundy.
This
Hello.
way. This way, fellas.
Hi. Okay, that was a good puzzle. We got
I like that.
incredibly
I like that
lucky
one a lot. That one's good.
None of the buttons were on the back wall. The back wall would have been a disaster.
That's for hard mode.
Yeah.
see
I
it.
remember the first one. So before Silent Reset, you were like, it's a smiley and like 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, it was... There's one of the icons that looked like my face. It was like an eye.
Oh,
And
your
it was going to be 8
face.
o'clock on the eye.
The eye.
it was
Yeah,
left
I
wall,
wasn't.
yeah.
I wasn't quite
It was
with
like
you on
the
that.
Omega symbol or something.
I see.
Yeah. You're
Dude,
assuming that I know how to read an
the
analog
peak
clock.
in the middle has a spinny red tower on it. Like, what is that?
Oh yeah, it does, huh?
We've been there.
Huh. Apparently, so from what Silent said, it's a puzzle that requires us to be at 3 locations at the same time.
Oh, okay. I don't think I went there. I think I missed that. Yeah. Stairs are difficult. How you doing, chat? I see you there, being awfully quiet. I know. It's not one of those streams, is it? But how you doing?
Heck yeah. Okay,
One
that's gonna
more.
give us the key for the train.
One
Yeah.
more. Do we have
I'm
one more
excited.
with us?
This is gonna be the train.
We do not have one more with us.
Okay. We need to figure
Wasn't
out where we're
Wasn't
going.
the train the blue?
We could.
Yeah, so
we
where's the
could,
map at?
Because
Hold on.
it's nighttime and we need a little bit. Like, because it's nighttime and it's hard to see. I do remember if we get on that ski lift and go to the bottom, there will be 2 more puzzles in that area.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Can I
And
bring?
then we come back up.
Actually, I'm not going to bring anything.
map.
Jump off this way.
The map.
Woo!
The map.
Wait.
Oh, I went too soon. You can throw it down to me. Throw it down! Oh, whoops. Whoops. You could throw it down to me, I was going to say.
All right, which bottom? Which way?
We should
Do we know
all-
which way?
Yeah, this way. Get on this bit here. 2 at a
No, that
time,
goes
right?
towards the mountain. Oh wait, no, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
I know
yeah.
ski lifts. I've been
Oh,
on one.
I'm on.
Oh no! I'm on my own! And I lost the light. Well done, me. Did he just say he can't read analog clocks? No, I don't think I said anything of the sort. The Tangible Llama says we love these streams. I'm glad you love it. That's good to hear. You thought that was a young person problem? I guess the young'uns, they might struggle. I was watching Sopranos earlier, and the kid in it, like, struggles to understand 0500 in the morning. That show's interesting. I kind of realized it's like, it's showcasing a particular point in time where the generational difference towards mental health is really, like, dramatically shifting. It's kind of like a time capsule, because I grew up in that time period. Like, I was a teenager in the same time period. And so, like, a lot of the things I'm seeing just kind of remind me of how that time was. So for anyone who, like, you know, is younger and wants to get a sense of what maybe it was like, there's a bit of that. not the main focus of the show, obviously. It's about the mafia and stuff, but you can get a sense through the teenagers' eyes of what the ideas were like at that time. What's his name just passed from The Sopranos? Really? Which character? Because the main guy died a long time ago, didn't he?
I was there.
No, you haven't.
I was there in spirit. Hi. We're arguing?
Yeah?
We're arguing about semantics.
You're both wrong. And I'm right. Sorry, what's the argument about?
Here, wait, actually, can I see this real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Does it go on your bag? It doesn't go on your bag.
Oh, does it not? Well, you're carrying it now, so good luck.
Yeah. Okay,
This
great.
way! I see something.
We don't even need this. It's daytime.
This way, fellas.
Ellie, have you been to the Colosseum?
That's littering.
I don't know.
Ellie,
You're hoarding the walkie-talkie, and then
Wait, take it back. I was trying to pick up Funny, but I took his walkie-talkie.
Music! Woo! Where's the... We gotta activate something. I see it. We are tuned in to Radio Station 7.
Radio
That's great.
7.
Let's take this with us.
I think I know where Radio 2 is. No.
Shit.
No?
You want?
Aw. Can you put it on my back, just in case?
Do you want it?
Yeah,
I'll put it on your
definitely
back.
want it.
We're gonna have to. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to turn it off.
Oh, sorry. Are these walkie-talkies color-coded from where we got them?
Yeah, but I don't think it matters much. Ooh, should I bring the light? No, I think I bring the walkie-talkie.
Okay. I mean, it is daytime.
What is
so
that over there?
I think we can see both puzzles, like the red thing and then the bunker thing here.
Oh, I see them. They're going towards the bunker.
Vincent Pastore, he was 8 years old. Which character did he play? And it was 2 weeks ago.
Hello, guys. Are you going to the bunker?
Oh, they can't really reply, huh?
Yeah, they don't have a walkie. We've got all the walkies. We got all the walkies. We do all the talkies. Okay.
Like
Oh,
that.
this is this a puzzle?
Wow, this guy just goes in and kicks it.
Listen, and then tell us what direction.
Oh, this is directional. It's definitely on the right side.
Check it out. We've got tunes. That actually
The
might
music is
be.
from Xisuma. That's
Hey,
why it
look
sounds-
over there. No, wait. That's where we just were.
My guy's on the electric chair.
All right. You see that? You see that red building in the distance? I think that's the other one that we're doing. As for the, do you want to take off the music?
What about this? Oh, guys, we have.
Do you want to take off the music, Ellie? I think it
I don't
might
understand.
be
I don't
difficult.
understand how this works.
This is like a sound thing.
Sit back in the chair. Sit back in the chair. I'm pretty sure it's just directional audio or something.
Right, so I cannot see behind me. Well, there's red lights. We got to get all of these lights in front of a screen, probably.
Huh.
I get to hit that button.
Okay. Hold on. Everyone quiet.
No, this resets it.
Xisuma,
Yeah.
I want you to tell Ellie when you hear me.
Oh.
You hear me?
I hear him. I hear him.
What side? Yes, he heard it. He heard it. Was it on your right side or your
Do,
left
do
side?
you hear me now?
I hear him on my right side. Oh, sorry, I picked you up.
Oh,
Do you hear me now?
I hear him on my right side.
He's on the right side. Wait, we need to walk.
Do you hear me now?
I hear him directly behind me.
Directly behind him.
Do you hear me now?
I hear him on my left.
Left.
Interesting.
Okay, so what's
There
the
was
point?
one that
of
was.
it?
Well, there was
Are
one
all-
that
What happens when you hit the button?
It lights the room.
Can you talk into the far left mic?
There's a button here. Okay.
So when you press them,
Yes.
that's how you submit an answer. So those are the whole time you hear like a.
Yeah. So if you hear an error, that's us failing the puzzle. So can someone speak into the far left mic on the left?
Far
side?
left,
hear
Ellie.
me?
Far left.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Oh, okay, far left, far left.
I hear you on.
Hello,
I heard you on my right.
My right. Okay, so can you hear me here behind you?
Yes, that's
Or do you
left.
hear me?
Yeah.
Left. What about here? Is it right behind you?
Yep, right behind. Okay. That's one button.
What about now?
That's left.
Left. Here.
That's also left.
Left. Okay, so this one should be it, right?
Yeah, that's right behind. So we're just trying to find the mic that's right
Yeah.
behind the person?
Yeah.
That's it? Okay.
Is it right?
That's
side
easy
here?
enough. That's left.
Left. So is this one?
Glad I got headphones. Say again?
Hello, is it this one?
Yeah, it's that one. Fascinating.
So now I'm assuming this is right.
Yeah, that's right.
Is this left?
Say again?
Hello, is this left? Is this right? Is this
Yeah,
left?
it's left.
So it's this one. Is this
Yep.
middle?
That is middle. I'm glad I got good headphones, man.
I see what's going on now.
Well, which one is this one?
That's right.
Right. Is it this one?
Yes.
Oh, Salve. Yeah, I know the character.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was
That was
Dude
pretty
was
cool.
an
crazy
interesting
overweight.
puzzle.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't pick it
I
out,
pretty much-
one
I
of
pretty much
the
immediately
microphones
called it. I
goes
was
to
like,
the
oh,
center and the
directional
other
audio.
ones don't. Something like that.
Why are you birthing it? Why are you birthing it?
What are you doing to that egg?
Why are you sitting
shot.
on it?
Oh, Funny.
It killed Fundy.
That's what he deserves.
It killed Fundy.
But don't forget the walkie-talkie.
Is he still down there?
I don't know. So you see that red building over there? I think that's the next puzzle.
That's the
isn't it?
next one, yeah.
Do we leave?
Yeah,
Do we leave
he'll
the
figure it
radio?
out. He'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
let's just let's go for it. We dropped all the walkie-talkies.
We can leave him a message.
Oh no, I wanted the radio.
Oh, tell him
I
to
wanted
bring
the
the
radio.
radio. Bring the radio.
Radio.
Hey, nice one. I think we left the torch behind over there.
We might have. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Have you seen
deviate and get
gladiator
the
pit
torch.
up there.
There, I see it. Oh, there's a blue building over here. I'll deviate even further. Oh, it's a tunnel thing, isn't it? No, it's a ski lift. Okay, it's a ski lift. I might have lost my way to the red house. But I did see Fundy over here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Ain't so bad. Wow, we've been streaming for over an hour. Crazy. I went by super quick. Super quick. I'm here, fellas. I'm here. Have no fear. I'm a wanderer. That's right. Have no fear. X is here. Well, he can't hear me.
Okay, I bet you have to voice the music.
Okay, so we have to.
Yeah, you have to voice the music. You have to voice
We
the
have to-
music. That's what's gonna happen.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the first one and I'm gonna voice it as good as I can.
Oh.
What is it? Can you repeat real quick?
Wait, I can hear it. I can hear it.
What was it?
It's this one.
Oh, it's that one. It's that one. It's that one.
It's really cool, isn't it?
Got it. Got it.
Record scratch.
Tell us.
gonna go to the second one.
Let's get these out of the way. They're
This
gonna
is so
cloud our
funny.
judgment.
Yeah.
So many things.
It goes. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, it's the main menu music.
Yeah. It's not that one.
It's one of these. But this one? This one's like, hey, yeah.
It's this one.
Is that one?
It's 100% this one. Listen to it. I can hear Fundy.
That's it. That's it. That's
I
it.
can hear Fundy.
Yeah, that's the one.
You got the next one?
Okay, you guys got it? I'm gonna go for the third one now.
This is a really funny puzzle. Whoa!
This is pretty silly.
What did you say, Ellie?
Okay, it's like blong 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 blong. Okay, I really messed that one up, but good luck.
No, that's just.
I feel like I can hear it. Is one of them over here that's like loud? It's not that one.
It's this one.
Those are musical.
It's this one. It's this one.
It's like a kalimba. It's like blong blong blong.
I don't know what that is.
blong, blong blong blong.
Oh yeah, that's it.
We got it, Xisuma. We got it.
I think we got it. There we go. Number 4, please.
This is wild. Bleep bloop blop
I'm glad
bleep
he's
bloop
musically
bloop bloop
talented.
bloop bleep bleep bloop.
He's trying to listen to it right now.
Bleep bloop blop bloop 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 bleep 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 bloop.
I now need to listen to mine again. Thank you very much.
I had a feeling.
Actually ruined him.
Okay, all that matters is the last part, which is like blum 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 blum. That's the last part.
Blum 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 blum.
We might have confused it. I think it's this one. Wait, no. I got it. It's this one.
Yeah.
It's that one. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the last
think
one
we're
now. No more
Let's all
trolling.
sing, gets back. Yeah, no, more trolling.
Your arm gets so long.
Blub, 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 blub.
Can you repeat that?
Is this?
This one's just a tone. It's gonna be another one.
Can you do it again? It's this one. Then where's
You
the
got it.
submit button? Or have we got one wrong? Do we press this button here? Oh, it's got to be this one because of that.
You got it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, woo!
Yay! We actually got it. That's great. That's a good one.
Nice.
Dude, that was going in, man. Going to performance. Grammy Award.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
That was great.
No, you did great.
Oh my
You did
god,
great.
I wish you could redo that one and have someone else do it.
Yeah, I really wanted to do that. I love the musical stuff,
Someone's got
obviously.
to put that on my back.
You ain't got no
we
free
probably
space,
could do it
mate.
again if we just want to for fun do it one more time.
I do want to do it for fun.
We could.
I don't know if it'll reset. It might reset.
Why don't two of us go in?
But you wanna or do I go? Go for it.
I don't know.
You wanna?
I'm the least musically talented.
Does it reset? Is the question. Okay, I can hear that one. Oh, interesting. Huh? Which one do you want to do? Drrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr I need to roll more.
A lot of these are pretty easy to describe. Yeah. That's pretty good.
That's fun. Give it a try.
Yeah, it's like a.
I had to do it with a D sound.
Alright, next one silent.
Oh, okay. I'll
This is the ambient-y one.
Yeah. Something like that.
Let's go choral.
Yeah.
It's a bit more windy, isn't it? It's more like a. No.
Can we get silent to do it one more time?
It's a bit more of a windy sound. Sounds more like wind than a voice.
Is it like a...
Yeah. But constant.
It's just a tone. Yeah, it's just a tone.
It's like a... Just to be sure, can you do it?
It's gentle and windy and just like an ambient background.
Alright, we got it. Next.
Okay, they got it. Number 3.
This one's
Yeah.
You want to do it together?
Do you want to do it?
Let's do it together.
I want to get a deeper voice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, imagine a deeper voice. Imagine a deeper voice. It's like, whoa!
You good, bro? That sounds like me when I went.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time. I wish they had one like that.
Shoot.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. There's quite a big pause in between. Right, what's the last one? Do you want to do the last one? Oh, that's a tricky one. Wow. Bow. Wow.
Meow.
Wow. It plays it twice at 2 different pitches.
Dun, 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 dun.
It plays it twice.
Oh, they're still working on yours. They're still working on yours.
We might have messed up Give me 4 one more time.
Wait, should we do it proper? Are we doing it proper?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh wait, he wants 4 again.
Yeah, it was this one.
I mean, it's a xylophone, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
It's like da na na da na. It's a xylophone.
yeah, it's like a xylophone, a little woody like a woody xylophone.
Yeah, we
Yeah, like
have
a xylophone
two
set on
xylophones.
automatic.
You have to hum it.
Say what?
Go for it.
Yeah, press to speak.
We have 2 xylophones. You have to hum it.
Oh, we gotta hum it. Bum 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 bum.
Actually, the opposite of a sensory deprivation room.
Bum 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 bum. Then a long pause, and then it repeats. Bum 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 bum
He
bum.
threw the speaker. No.
But it plays it twice. It makes the sound. It makes the sound twice at 2 different pitches. Well, and then a little bit later, well, a little bit higher.
Like,
It's like a zany, zappy
Like a
kind of
down.
sound.
Yeah, it's like a zap.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Get your theme song going. Okay, now get the guitar out and play something through the speaker for him. It's really confusing.
I can play my piano, not the guitar.
He's doing the record failure.
It's like a death metal scream. I need a soundboard. I need a soundboard with like a metal scream on it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You do.
We got it wrong. Hold on. So the last one, does it go up or down? Does it go or does it go?
It's just like Let me out of here.
It's more like an electronic, like synth. Oh, okay.
Oh, we actually did get it right. Okay, there is a way to confirm. Shoot.
Well done, laddies.
You are
Yo, look
free.
at that.
That was so fun.
Let's do it twice.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's really fun.
That's a good game. So we gotta head back up to Yellow Tower, get that key, and then unlock the train, everybody! Woo!
That's right. That's right.
Wait. Fundy. Backpack. Wait.
Walkie-talkie here.
Oh, you've got something on there.
Like,
Oh, wait, we got it all?
Okay,
Let's go.
we're good.
Okay, we're good.
We're good.
Back to the
Yeah.
tower.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
raise the tower.
Oh, maybe
Wait, ski
walk.
lift. Guys.
ski lift.
We're off
yeah,
to the ski lift. I think
ski
it's
lift.
this way. I think it was over here somewhere.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's
Oh, I see it.
blue.
It's there.
Colosseum.
It's yellow,
over
right?
yonder. Yeah,
Hey,
over
there it
yonder.
is.
It's straight
blue.
ahead.
Whoop, whoop.
And then we're gonna have to find the train activation.
By the
station
way,
as
the
well.
song
the dark.
that I sang, Silent, did you know what it was?
I didn't recognize.
I recognize it.
Ellie, you recognized it, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
okay.
Good job.
I had a feeling you didn't know what it was, Silent.
What's it from?
Oh,
It's from the
On the
internet.
internet.
You definitely heard it. You definitely heard it. Wait, are you on?
Okay.
Nice. Ellie, you
I got it.
slacker.
I'm gonna need to walk the whole thing again.
Should have got on board.
None.
Has he
Yeah,
got, has he got
Ellie
a
should've got
walkie?
on
Oh,
here.
he doesn't have it.
We have all 3 walkies again. I'm pretty
All
sure I
on
have to
his
hold the
own.
forwards button. I'm gonna fall off about it.
You're gonna fall off. You're
Oh,
absolutely.
no!
Yep, there you go. Yep, and I used to walk all the way back down.
That's his punishment. Oh no! Oh. Keep an eye on the walkie. Uh-oh, I might have lost it.
Why did you do it as well?
Hey, keep talking! Tell him to keep talking. Oh, Fundy. I don't know where it is. Oh, do you know what? We don't need 3. We'll be fine. Hi, I'm behind you. No, wait. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm getting stuck on the rocks.
Good.
Hi, you
got the
found my
walkie-talkie.
radio. I found your light. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, I threw the light because I figured you'd need some help.
I
but I
need
saw
it,
the
dude. You
walkie-talkie from the
saved me.
sky.
You saved me. I think it's this way.
I saw it from the sky. Wait, what is that over there? You saw? No, that's where we did. Okay.
We've been
Where's
there.
Fundy?
We done did
I
that.
saw 2 of you jump.
Yeah, so Silent fell off and then I followed, and I think Fundy probably did the smart thing and stayed on.
Okay. Silent, do you need help with the walkie-talkie? Reply if yes, when you find it.
Yeah, keep talking
No,
to
I'm
him.
good, thanks.
Oh, he's good. Wait, that's Fundy.
Yeah, Fundy has one in his hand, and then Silent has the other one in his pocket, so we're good.
We haven't seen this before.
What
Look,
is
this
this?
circular thing. If we go down there, we
Yeah,
might not get
what-
back.
Too late.
Well, we gotta go.
think
We
they're
gotta
already over
go
there.
round to the left.
Do you have one of the babies? Oh, you do have one of the babies.
Do
but
I?
They had one as well, right?
I had one on my back.
Yeah.
I guess.
We only needed one.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I get what you're getting at. So you could radio to them that we should meet at that station, but I don't remember how to get there. What's this, Ellie? Look.
Can we meet here? Because I don't think we've done
Mate,
that.
yeah, we could ask them to meet here. Oh, there's a puzzle here as well. Yeah, we could ask them to meet
Yeah.
here.
Guys, if you look
Look
down
for the
from the
blinking
yellow
light.
tower, there's gonna be like a red circle.
Blinking
a red
light in
circle.
the middle.
That's where we are. There's a puzzle here.
Tell them to look for the blinking light.
There's a light flashing to the sky. Oh, but Funny is alone up there. I don't know if Silent is with him. Funny, is Silent with you?
He's looking. He's looking. Someone's up there.
Yellow tower.
Okay. Guys, do the baby thing and then join us at the red circle.
They
for
got to do the
puzzle.
key thing, haven't they? They got to do the whole
Oh,
key thing.
yeah. Yeah, they do.
Oh, it's making sounds.
Actually, you guys should do the key thing. And then join us down here, I think. Or should we just go up there? I really think if we leave, we're not...
And then, should we put it in?
Okay, I know what to do.
I think so. The thing is, if we don't come here, I think we're gonna forget this place. Because we're doing the yellow tower already. We should probably do this puzzle before we leave.
Okay, we'll come
We
to
need
you
more
then
than-
because the train activation's on the other side of the mountain.
Maybe I don't understand. Oh, no, I do.
More
Look,
than
see?
like-
Ah. So one of these is special. And then you have to figure out how to communicate which one it is. Oh, wait, no, there's another one. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe the... Oh, that one's green. Oh, okay, so the first one on top is green. And there's another one on this side. Okay. Okay, then there's one here. Well, that was pathetic. Yo, Ellie, it's... Yeah, that one there is correct. I'm not sure about these other ones, though. That one goes there. Do you want to know why? I can't hear you. Are you muted?
Oh, I'm muted. Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, they're right here. Why?
Right, so there are yellow markers that correspond when you walk out to the
Oh,
side
okay.
here. And a green one
me a
means
second,
we put a red thing on it, right? Guys, over here.
Sorry, I was
one?
reminded
Okay.
of
There
Think
is
of
a
Batman.
grid on there, and they correspond to... Wait, you can take that out?
Yeah.
Oh, this might be
it's
different.
it's like a mushroom.
Wait, leave it there, because there's
What the
one that's
heck?
green. There was one that was green. Oh, wait, I don't know what it is then. I don't know what the puzzle is. Actually, maybe I... Oh
haven't
my
looked at
god,
this yet.
okay. I might have screwed this up
Oh,
a
it
bit.
looks like we have to find all these little plugs, and then like this one's red, and it's like a dome
One there,
shape.
one
There's
there.
another
There are
right
some-
there.
There are some on the wall, on the red wall. I see. Oh crap!
Oh,
grab
I
all.
think
made
we
it,
just
made
have to
it.
find all these plugs. I think we just have to find all these plugs.
There's also yellow ones, which is quite confusing.
Where's the yellow one?
Okay, okay, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it a bit more.
I think so. I think it's like a scavenger hunt.
I think they might correspond a bit to where you find them. Hmm. Hmm.
Xisuma.
It's a scavenger hunt for sure.
Yeah, but does it matter where they come from on the grids, right? There's a bit of a grid element. Oh, let's slow down. Let's slow down. Wait, guys. There's a guys. There's a grid. There's a grid. Guys, Fundy. There's a grid. It might be important to remember where you pulled these things out from. I'm not sure.
No, because if that were the case,
yeah.
And you forget it, then you permanently can't do the solution anymore, which means
True. Well, I hope the devs
they
saw
wouldn't
that.
design it that way.
Okay. Fair enough. It's just straight up scout.
Also, guys. Also, one thing. You see this big ring circle around us? That is the edge of the puzzle. There's not going to be any of these things outside.
Got ya. That makes
ring.
sense.
There is two on there on this one.
There's a bunch on the ring itself. There's like a ton on the ring itself.
Okay, yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense as a scavenger hunt. It'd be too brutal if it was on a grid. Because the grid isn't perfect.
These little plugs everywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna go left of this and just pick all of them back.
There might be some on the structure itself. And what about climbing to the top of this? Someone's got to do it. No, actually, I don't think you can. It feels too brutal. Okay.
But I would go up to the platform.
Oh.
first.
I'll be right back.
Left, there's one. On this
Oh, look at this. Going around that way. Great.
above you, you see it?
I see one. Oh, I see one here as well.
Pick that up.
Nice.
Okay, now there's
Dude, there's
two
two
on the
really-
cliffside below me. So this red door has one to it, and then there's also one way on the ground at the bottom of the cliff.
I mean, the towers.
This is cool. This is like really easy, but
Hi.
like, why is this so fun?
Yeah. It's so down low.
Oh, hello. What's this? It's battleships. Yeah. Me find tunnel. Well, there's got to be one at the other end of the tunnel, right? I'm going to cover some ground this way. Hey, found one. Where's it going to land? Oh, I think that went right in the hole. I love the idea of that going right in the hole. Someone's just standing there, and then it's like, bam, there's one on my head. Oh, that's funny. Secret tunnel. We got one. Let's do that again. That was an amazing kick. Look at that. That one not... Oh, dang it. I got to redo that one. Anything under the tree? Oh, look at this. Look at this. I think I might go put these in. Oh, there's so many. I got to do them nice and neat, haven't I? It's got to be like green on that side and blue on the other. It's got to be done nice and neat now. I've decided. I'm that guy who plays it like that. So I assumed someone was here catching them, you know. But no, no one was. This is strangely pleasant. Nice and simple. No brain hardies. There's probably a bunch just getting flung in this direction while I've been here, right?
Did you guys figure out that these need to go in a specific order or something?
Probably not. No.
Okay, so we're just being OCD for no reason.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah.
Great.
How many left? Oh, 4 more to do. Okay.
Two yellow ones and 2 red ones, obviously, or 2
Could
yellow
be.
ones and 2 green ones.
That might be a useful hint as well, because then we know what type or where to look for them. You say that? Is that just did they count? 9. Got 9 of them there. 9, 7. So 2 yellow. 2 yellow, 2 green. Yellow and green were just in the fields out here. I don't know what was the distinction between them. Like yellow was under a tree, I guess. Maybe green was on a rock. Yeah, green. Now that I think about it, green was on the rock. Okay. Gonna put it in here. Everyone's walkie-talkies are here. So why yellow? Yellow is like grass. Green is rock. Green should be grass. Yellow's more of a rock color, right?
There's 2 things. Okay, that's.
We're looking on We're looking
one
on
down
grass
here.
and rocks. Grass and rocks.
There's one down here.
Yeah.
There's one down here in the red thing. Inside the red thing.
Oh, I see it. Right, we're just looking on rocks now. Rocks will be where the last ones are. There won't be one up there. There won't be one up there. They're just on rocks now.
Yeah,
We're just
Okay,
looking.
one green.
Yeah, we're looking on rocks for one last green.
Did anyone pick up the green one that threw right here?
Oh wait, we got it. We got it. We got it. Go on, put it in. Do the honors.
Yeah, we do have it.
Woo! Look at that. We did it.
Oh wow.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
And it's gonna be the wrong pattern or something.
Hey,
Okay,
woo!
there we go.
Scavenger
So it
hunt.
was just a scavenger
Success.
hunt. Nice. That's great.
Nice. Do we have the
Good
means
stuff.
to carry the jelly belly?
Should be able to.
I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it.
You'll get your turn when you've eaten your vegetables.
I got egg. I got egg.
Okay.
We could.
So
we could drop the laser.
Yeah, drop laser.
we need to head back to Yellow Tower to get the key, and then head off to Blue Tower.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Let me put this on your back.
That's what.
Let me put this on your side. All right. Okay, we're good. Actually, we don't need to drop anything. We
No,
don't need to drop anything.
no, we're good. Okay.
Okay, great. Let's head up. We gotta go this way, everybody.
Wait. If we go to yellow, then we have to carry a key. We should go to blue to put the jelly belly down.
Well, I was gonna go to Yellow, drop off the flashlight, grab the key, and do that.
Oh, okay.
And then if you guys want to head to Blue, you can.
Should we head to blue? We could leave the coordinate thing at blue as well. We haven't used that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could leave the.
Okay, so which way is it to blue? Yellow is left from here, and blue is maybe
Wait,
on the right?
we need the key though.
Oh, this is
we should do
another
this
button.
while
We
we're
need to pick
here.
up the key.
We should do this while we're here. Xisuma.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
color-coded chairs: green, yellow, blue, red.
Guys, I'm gonna take a nap.
Honestly,
Are
good lawn chair right here.
they color coded?
These
They
move.
might be. Yeah, they do.
They are color-coded. Yeah. Now we've been.
Do we have like lights? Bloop, bloop. Wow, we got 2 floors. Okay. It's probably like you got to communicate some information from up top down to the bottom.
Yeah,
I
must
think
be.
I get it. Is there a light in here?
Yes. No, no.
I get it. Okay. So here,
Yeah.
here you're gonna get this.
Hi. It's very
You
dark.
have to somehow communicate with outside so that they place themselves in like here, so that downstairs I can press the right button. So from
Okay.
here, you gotta tell the person downstairs which one is lit up.
So it's like
Alright.
4 and 3.
The issue is we have no way to communicate. Yeah, the issue is we
Well,
have
it's
no
just
way to
pointing,
communicate.
just
I think
pointing,
you can
and like. Okay.
I've got it already. So you put 4 at the front, and then you got 3 behind that you stand on. Where's the other one? There it is. God, it's so difficult to see. So then 1, 2, and 3 could be these bits. Like this. Wait, are we doing it already? we should have figured this out. I'm not sure, like, no, we need to pre-communicate. Oh, I want to do it without going up there. Wait. What's like thumbs up? What's like? I don't know what this means. This is so funny. All right,
Okay.
how do we?
Xisuma, we need more communication going
Four
on.
chairs at the front, right? And the platforms behind them are the other positions. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but
okay.
you need a way of like when we're happy, you need to tell Ellie before Ellie presses the wrong button.
Right, you should sit down
Yeah.
when you're happy, and then I'll.
No, because then you can't see us properly. I think okay, we could sit down if you can see us.
All right,
How about
use
two,
like,
two arms up if we're happy?
Yeah, and just keep them up. Don't shake them. All right.
Yeah.
So when you guys are arms up,
Yeah, okay.
static, then I know we're good.
Then
All right.
you go arms
Yeah.
up too, and Ellie
And then,
goes.
Yeah, okay.
we can also point left or right to give you some more directions.
Yes. Okay, that works.
Or like
right.
one arm left, one arm right.
Okay.
Okay.
We're good. We're good. It works. I think they want me to go to this side or start up here. Sitting. He wants me to sit at the front. This is so weird, this game. Okay, now let's move behind again. I'm going to stand here. Oh, no. No. Okay, let's get out of there. I think they want me on this one here. Hey, do you know what? Speedrunning this game would be kind of funny. I think they want me to go on the ramps behind. Middle. One more to go. I think they want me. I think they want me back here. We did it! Nice.
Good job. That was awesome.
That was good stuff.
Don't kick the chair. These chairs were pretty expensive.
I just like trashing the place.
Up the chairs instead of getting
You might have noticed.
Yeah.
How do we carry this stuff?
I think we have to drop
Do we
a...
get rid
dropped
of
the
the
laser.
laser?
Why don't we
Drop
just
the laser.
drop
The
two
boss.
of them here?
Yeah, here we
Because
go.
we need
We
to go
don't
to
need the
blue.
laser.
We need to go to blue.
Bye-bye, laser.
Yeah, if we drop the
Alright.
laser, we can carry.
All right,
can
let's
carry the
carry,
chair.
let's go. To the blue
And then
tower.
if you- Here, take the walkie-talkie.
Oh, there's
Alright, we're
things.
No way.
We're ready. We're ready.
That's great. That's
Wait.
great. Bring the chair with us.
I'm gonna
Wait.
go up to yellow. Here, wait.
Wait, if-
Ellie, you take the walkie-talkie on your back.
Are we
instead of
just
the
leaving
GPS.
that here? I feel like we
Yeah,
should
I
leave
think
it
it's
in a
kind of useless
tower.
at this point. Well, we have one too many. We have one. Yeah, I don't think we need it. We have the
We
map.
don't
We'll
need
be
the
fine.
chair.
Okay.
The
I'm
chair.
gonna-
No, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
We do,
We're gonna
okay.
take the elevator, the escalator, or the snow.
Do we know where we're going?
It's obviously important.
Where is the blue tower?
Yeah.
I'm getting
We
so
gotta head up
dizzy,
the
Ellie.
mountain still.
Where's that map? We got a map. Why are we not using the map, guys? Come on. Let's look at the map.
Guys, where
Silent,
we're
the
going,
map.
We don't need maps.
Silent, the map.
Is it?
The
Is
map.
it on my back?
It's on your back, yeah. I'm gonna grab it.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I want to look at
I
it.
think
I
we
don't
know
want
where
to
we're
be the
going.
guy.
We
Oh wait,
gotta go this way.
I can be
We
selfish.
gotta go this way.
So we can see the yellow tower somewhere down the bottom area. I think we're at that blue thing.
Yeah, we're at that blue circle. So we just gotta head up the hill.
But what's the
Head up
green
and over the
tower
hill.
then? Shouldn't we see the green tower from here? Instead we see the yellow tower.
And we finished green
Oh
tower.
wait, maybe it is. Maybe green is yellow.
Oh wait.
I'm
Because
gonna pick it
we
up again.
finished
Sorry.
two towers already.
Oh no, we're at the upper end of the map. I'm an idiot. So top left of the map, that big circle scavenger hunt, we did that. We're now standing at the
Yep.
blue thing. So if we
Yep.
want to go to the blue tower, it's a bit of a trek across the middle where this ski
Yeah.
lift line goes. Okay. It kind of makes sense to use the ski lift to get there, basically.
Right.
How do I fold it shut?
That's the age-old question of how to use a map.
There we
Not
go.
how to use
Muted.
it, it's how to
Guys,
fold it.
we forgot the key.
No, we're gonna go get it.
No,
No,
He's up
I'm
on the
going
hill.
up to get the key. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the key.
Oh,
Me
Okay,
and
so
Xisuma
you
are
have an
definitely
empty
going to
spot.
blue. 'cause
Yeah, but
to.
we need to use the ski lift to
Yeah.
get to blue anyway, so we might as well stick together for a minute.
Wait, are we missing?
I'll stick
are we
with you,
missing an egg?
Silent.
We have only 2 eggs.
No, we have 3. One's on your back.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
yeah, one's in your back.
Where's the third one then? Is it on my back?
My hands.
Is the
Yes,
third
on your
one on my
back.
back?
Yeah.
Okay, got ya.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we figured it out
Okay, so
eventually.
we're taking the ski lifts where to?
So,
We're taking the ski lift
blue.
from yellow to blue.
Okay.
and Silent, you're gonna trail behind us with the key. I think you got to do the key carving
Yeah,
stuff here
I'm gonna
though,
go-
right? You do
Yeah,
all of
I'm
that
gonna
key
go
carving.
here and then
Doesn't it
you guys can go put
usually
those beads.
doesn't it usually lead you to where you then use it?
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah, let's
does.
stick together
If
for a
you guys
minute.
want-
You guys,
I think we
Okay.
should
you
stick
guys
together
yeah,
for a
yeah.
minute.
please keep... Okay.
Yeah, just to see where it leads, and then you can go off and.
Okay.
I'm gonna
But what I
ditch
was
this
gonna say, you guys
walkie-talkie.
can Go put the beams in the blue tower, and then I can go to the blue tower and
Don't we have the carpet here?
Guys, let's stick together. Oh wait, you already have it?
Blue was the key for train.
You already have it? I didn't realize.
We were right at blue when we found the train.
That's true.
Oh,
So where does this key go then?
Down
We'll
there.
find out.
I guess we'll find out.
Did you see it from
Fundy's
here?
not with us. He took the
He was like, see you guys. I'm off.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Oh, I see it. It's on
I
the
don't
hill.
think he can place a baby.
It's on the hill.
I don't
On
think
the
he can
rock.
place a baby on his own.
Top of the rock. Top of the rock.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's gonna unlock that yellow thing. You see it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that yellow.
Wait, do you also have a
you
light?
yeah.
Oh, why do I bring a light if you already have one? We don't need 2 lights.
Maybe. It might get really dark.
Okay, you see the black box?
Yeah?
Guys, you see the black box?
Is it pointing to
There's
that?
5 colors on the. There's 5 colors on that door.
There is.
That's probably something important.
It's pointing us in this direction next.
Oh,
Dude,
I see
I'm
it, yeah.
loving this game. This game is great.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm losing
A
track
lot
of
of
time.
walking, I gotta say.
I did not expect that.
That's because of the eclipse. That's because of the eclipse. You think it's nighttime? Oh, it
Yeah.
is nighttime.
It is now. Yeah, I didn't expect to be walking
your
so much.
circadian rhythm's all kicked off.
What do you mean you didn't expect it? It's in the name of the game.
I thought it was ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a flying simulator or something, you know?
What about that
Something
tunnel
that's not
over
like-
there?
From
Is
what
it
I
going to
heard-
take us to the tunnel? The tunnel is yellow.
From what I heard is they devved the
Yeah,
game
it's gonna
during
lock that
COVID
tunnel.
to be able to have like a space to hang out while they couldn't be together.
It's
in
going
the
to the
office.
tunnel! Oh no, there's another one over there. Never mind.
It
Secret
is.
Tunnel.
It is.
No, there's a rock. There's a rock.
Yeah, but is the key still the tunnel?
It probably still does point to it, doesn't it? Yeah, good point.
I can see
Good
where
point.
the key goes.
It points
It's in
to
the
it. Good point.
Yeah. That's a very pointed comment.
I wonder what the tunnels do. Is it like faster
I
travel?
think it's like a network to travel around. Yeah.
It's a subway system.
Then we could go to blue way faster.
Maybe it just opens it. Oh no, wait. You have to go put it in the front.
If there's a blue tunnel there.
No, but it might unlock all the tunnels because I've seen a red one.
Yeah, there's a red one in the second area that we unlocked. And then there's been quite a few of these actually. Fundy's not with us, but he decided to leave, so I guess he just misses out.
He has a walkie, right? No, he doesn't.
Also, there's a puzzle to our right.
No, he has a walkie.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
Hey,
what's
look
in
at this.
Oh.
Nothing.
Whoa! Enter a big
Oh.
tunnel.
Enter a
Big
big tunnel.
Oh,
Yellow.
do you reckon this is like a dimension type thing where you cross the map really quickly? Nah, maybe not. Maybe it is just a tunnel. Guys, can you hear each other? Can you hear me?
Whoa. Yes.
Yeah, it's like a trippy
This
spot.
does take us to-
We gotta go to blue. We gotta go to blue, right?
Yeah, let's just go to blue.
Yeah, we're gonna go to blue.
Wait,
This is
wait,
great.
look. 1 sec. Where's that go?
Oh yeah, there's this little thing right here. Where's that go? We're discovering like lore over here about Elder.
It's the back rooms.
Where does this one go? This one didn't have a label.
Is that purple?
Oh, this might be the map room or something. Like, it might lead back to there.
Oh.
It's a music room! Woo! Activate! Activate! We're secret music room. Nice.
Hello?
That's number 5.
Oh, it's a puzzle as well.
Down in the
Wait, it's a
tunnel.
puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
It's like the secret puzzle.
Actually, it might just be a light party. Wait, is there a jelly belly? Woo!
Oh, yo!
Woo! There's no jelly belly here.
Hello? Can you hear me, Fundy?
Maybe it doesn't work because we're underground.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Blue tunnel.
We are under the map in the tunnels. It's like some sort of fast travel.
We're in a secret rave club.
yes, I hear you.
Go this way to get to blue.
We're gonna get to you. Are you at Ellie?
There's just like a secret underground like.
Yeah, we were
center
just
down
in
here.
a super
It's great.
exclusive underground club. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, it's great.
He's gonna be so confused.
He's gonna think we're making stuff up. They can really use.
So we can go to green as well here. I like the idea of this tunnel being like I don't know how to describe it, right? But like you walk 10 meters in this tunnel and you go 100 across the map. Does that make sense?
Oh, like the Nether, yeah.
Yeah, like the Nether. Yeah, I like the idea of it
like
being
the
like that,
yeah.
but I don't think it is.
It might be because we did not walk very far to get here.
I reckon we walked the actual distance.
We could check it using the GPS.
Hey,
actually.
Silent, that was the coolest thing ever, right? It's such a shame
Yeah, it
that
was
Fundy
actually,
missed out
like,
on it.
so cool.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't believe we had such amazing food, a good time, all those
I
pictures that we
know.
took, man.
I know.
He's never gonna believe us.
We
got
have.
matching
It's a
tattoos,
shame.
like-
It's such a shame that we can't go back there again because that was the coolest thing I've seen in the game so
Yeah.
far, no doubt.
Yeah, that was the one time use like
I'm
secret
so
tunnel.
glad I can go watch the VOD.
Completely missed on it.
I'm so glad I can
Yeah.
watch the VODs.
Bro.
Rage better.
We were
I
recording the whole
genuinely
thing.
thought like maybe we're in the tunnels. He can't hear me because we're in the
Yeah,
tunnel.
I figured. I was messing with you so hard.
It's crazy.
Oh, thank you. We're getting kind of musical.
Oh.
Sorry. How many of these things have we got? We got a bunch here.
need two more.
Wait. He's going mad. Silent, please. Fundy's trying his best. It's staying open, I swear. Is that it? We got 3. Two more.
We got 3.
Sure.
2 more.
So those 2
we need a
puzzles
map.
that we were supposed to do on the way to Yellow Tower, we never did it.
We need a map.
Dude, that tunnel is so useful.
Bam.
The tunnels are so useful.
Yeah, we should go back through there, actually.
Okay, so
We need a light.
2 more, and then we got a key. We already have a key, so we can unlock the thing.
No, we used the key to unlock the secret tunnels.
Have we been to Green Tower? I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we have.
Green Tower's over there. It's blinking. I don't think we have.
Oh no, Green Tower was the first one we did. Green Tower was the first one, right?
No, Red Tower's the first one we
That
did.
was red. That was red.
Yeah.
So we
Although
don't.
maybe we
Wait,
did
we've done almost
green-
all towers then.
Pretty
No,
sure
green
we done
was
green.
the-
Yeah,
the ski lift.
green was
Green was the
right
ski
next
lift.
to the coordinates, right? That
We've
was
done
the
green,
dirt.
we've done yellow, we've
Okay.
done red,
Okay,
we've only
so
got
this
blue
is the last
left.
one. Yeah.
Where's the balloon?
There is a couple of secrets though.
Oh, there's
We need
also
to do
black.
this
You guys
one
wanna
on
go
black.
see this thing?
Black.
Yeah, there's the
We
black
kinda-
tower.
you guys wanna go
which
see that thing?
we-
Wait. We
Don't know
kind
how
of
to
need
activate.
the map room to tell us what puzzles are left, unless we use our memory, because we did walk. When we entered the tunnel at the other side, there was a puzzle we hadn't done yet. That was near
Yeah, there's
yellow.
2 that should be right there.
Yellow. Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
can
go.
see
I'm gonna go to
yellow
the fake
entrance.
moon.
I can see
You guys
that
tell me
puzzle.
where you're going.
I think
go to the
if we do that puzzle, it might lead us into the central area a bit.
Wait,
And we're at blue
they're,
at the
they're
moment,
completely
right?
leaving about us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much for
You,
coordinating.
yeah,
If you look to
they
the
decided
right
to
of
just
blue,
leave.
there is a red and a green box. I can't help but feel they might be puzzles we haven't done.
Bundy and I are going towards the
I believe that they
moon.
probably are.
Tell them.
Now,
Tell them.
the
Tell them
other
they
puzzles
suck.
that we haven't done.
Tell them they suck.
Okay. Oh, I'm stuck on binoculars.
Tell them they suck.
You guys suck via Xisuma. That's a direct quote. He said it like 5 times.
Just throw me under the bus.
What did he say?
He told me to say it. He said you guys suck like 5 times.
Oh, but we want to go see what's in the moon over there.
We don't even
They
know what
wanted to see what's
direction
in
the
the
moon is. Like, we need to get our bearings. So I
It's
see
south.
yellow tower. Okay, so we're on blue.
It's south.
No,
Moon
I don't
is
think
down
it
there
is.
somewhere.
I think it's
No, pretty sure that's the moon right there.
down there. Well, yellow. Look,
I think so,
yellow
yeah.
tower is that one over there, right? That's
Yep,
yellow
that's
tower.
north.
So the big golf ball thing is over there. Where did? Right. So they're going to that. Okay.
They already left. Yeah, they already left. They're
I
gone.
see it on the map now. Okay.
Yes.
We could have gone
Yes.
to the red and green thing first, and then there's another blue ring. There's like
We
several
could've.
things. Should we do red and green?
Yeah,
Okay.
we haven't done anything on this entire side of the map, but I feel like I also want to go see what's in the moon.
I can see the red thing. Look. It's just down there.
Yeah, the red thing's right there. And then the blue thing's to the left of it,
You
right?
see, I wonder if there's any transport that will help us get there easier. Probably not. Like, you could get the tunnel to green.
Yeah, we could take the tunnel to green.
Should we do that? Then
Imagine
we'll
we
go
get there
a different
before them,
way.
actually. Yeah, let's do. Yeah,
Okay,
let's
we
do
need
that.
to take the map with us. That's. Well, hold up.
Yeah.
Map, there we go. What should I bring? You got a torch? Have we got a walkie-talkie between us?
I do. Do I have one on my hip?
I'm taking the lightsaber. You don't. I'm taking the lightsaber unless there's a walkie-talkie here.
I didn't see one.
No.
I think they have all 3 of them.
Amazing, amazing. So we're going to take the tunnel to green. Tunnel to green.
Yeah. I feel like they're probably getting near Green Tower by now, but they're also probably getting distracted. And like
when we go in these kind of spaces, the sound gets really bad. Did you hear that?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you're behind a wall, it blocks the sound.
I've been sat
Like,
for 2 hours. I
it's
feel so lazy.
dynamic.
Oh, my body.
Didn't you go see an eclipse today?
I
That wasn't
did.
lazy.
I did move around to see the eclipse. I'll admit that. Oh, whoops. Uh-oh.
More than I've done.
Okay, there we go, this way. Whew. Silent, I can see so little without your help. I can see so little without your help.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Dang, the sounds in here are
It
trippy.
says green tunnel, but it's still blue.
I know, right? It's confusing. I mean, technically it said green tower this way. Is that green?
Yeah, that's true.
That's green.
It looks pretty green. We need some scooters.
That would be awesome. Anything to the left?
There we go.
Oh,
We
right,
gotta
we
go
got
left.
signs on the ground. Signed on the ground. Over here. Yep, that's the right way.
Yeah. So
What's the other way then? That is red. Okay. Probably not a special secret thing.
Maybe. I feel like there's a lot of. This is like a nuclear silo or something.
Feels like it.
Someone spent a lot of money mining this out.
Woo!
Stairs.
Strange shapes everywhere as well.
Yeah.
Is there anything behind us?
Very peculiar designs.
No. Okay, good.
A wall.
A wall, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a very good flashlight.
It is. I wish I had one. I should have brought one. We were going into this.
You
Okay.
could have picked up the one.
Do we have like? Is there something below us here? What's? It's a slide
Line.
and steps on the opposite side. If you want to go back up, there's steps.
Nice.
What was up there?
It's not a very good slide. It appears to be a circle.
That is a circle. I
So
stopped
think you're
moving.
right. This is not a like. It's not like a portal. Like it doesn't.
This
decrease
this
the gravity.
hasn't felt like a shortcut. This has felt
No,
like
it
a
really
long cut.
hasn't.
Hey, I'm ditching the laser. I'm taking this.
It's daytime though. We're not even that close to Green
I'm gonna
Tower.
go get the laser. So do you remember the
I
map?
think we're to the south of Green.
Do you remember the map? Let me look at
Yeah.
the map. I'm gonna look at the map. I'm gonna save us some time.
Yeah. I think
So,
we're south of Green Tower.
I can
'cause this
see
is the
exactly
lime
where we
circle.
are. To our left, there should be a circular yellow thing.
Yeah.
Then we can use the platform
we
that
just- we
runs off
completed
of
that.
it to head towards the golf ball thing. Okay. It's to the left of us. Oh, well, hold up, Silent. Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Oh right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot that I have to go on my bag.
Oh, dang it. There we go. There we go.
You remember how to fold it? There we
I
go.
folded it.
This game really could use more inventory space.
Ironically, it could, yeah. So we kind of going to the left of the way the platform points off. Oh my god, I'm getting stuck on stuff. Oh, there you are. Oh, I'm stuck on something again. I keep
It's
getting
very easy to
stuck
get
on
lost,
branches
and
and
neither
rocks.
of us have walkies. Yeah.
Hey, welcome
same.
on the Raiders, by the way. I just noticed that. Thank you so
I'm just
much.
like I'm
Thank
constantly
you.
jumping to avoid getting stuck. We should see the moon by now.
It's daytime, man. There it is. Got it. Don't know where you are, Silent, but hey, this way. Follow me. There you are. Hi.
Hey.
This way. Oh wait.
I almost lost you for a second. I was like, wait a second.
I lost my bearings for a second, but I found them.
Oh yeah,
again.
no, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I never thought I would appreciate like how much inventory space Minecraft has.
Yeah.
But compared to this game. Who's the left here?
Hey. Oh, that's you.
Yep, there's me. I'm so disappointed.
Okay. For a moment there, you sounded like Fundy or Ellie.
Oh,
Like you sounded slightly different, and it was like,
I
have
see
we
him.
bumped into him? Oh, whoopsie! Here, have mine. Oh, or not.
I found it. Over here.
Guys, over here! Over
Hi.
here, guys!
Look what we
Guys,
got.
guys,
Look what I have
guys,
on my
over
back.
here!
I have,
Over
a,
here!
I have a double storage.
Oh, wow!
Oh,
That's
look what
cool.
we
wow, double storage.
Nice.
That's great. We were just saying how much more inventory space this game needed. Also, you guys took all three of the walkie-talkies. Thank you.
Did we?
Yeah.
We took 2.
No, you had one.
Yeah.
We took 2.
No, there wasn't one at the tower.
Right, there's things near
Well, we
here.
lost one.
Let me get that map. Thank you.
I see something on the beach.
Yeah,
so
there's like many.
There's a lot of
if
things
we
there
keep
still.
heading
So
in the
many extra
same
do.
direction we just came from, there is a bluish thing that might be another puzzle place to get a jelly
Well,
belly.
there's
Silent,
yeah.
puzzle over
silent,
there, I
silent,
see it.
silent. Thank you. Oh, thank
There we
you.
go. To the beach.
To the beach. We only need one more egg.
Never mind, we're going this way.
Wow. There's got to be more after that.
Well,
There's got to be more
I
after
still want to
that.
go to the beach. We need our anime episodes for the beach.
We haven't even turned on the train.
Okay.
And then we got to do the obsidian thing and the green barrier and the sphere.
Yeah, there's more to it.
Oh, I see. I think it might be a key
Puzzle.
carver.
6. Smelly face, sit down. I ain't got a clue. Sound?
Okay, where do we...
Oh, no,
yeah,
it's
it is a
making the
thing.
sound. Interesting.
This is the code to the puzzle, I think. But we probably need to go somewhere, find those plates, and then activate this one and another one.
Where is it gonna link to? What is that over there?
Strange.
I got no clue what that puzzle was about. There's a thing down there. There's a thing over there. Oh, let me guess. It's all on the rocks. Ow. Whoopsie. Look at the map. Are you giving me a hint that the answer's on the map? Ow. That message was 3 minutes ago. So maybe not. Right, is there another thing? Not obviously. So there's that, and then there's one over there. Hi, do you know what it is?
Yes, there's 4 of these. There's one here,
We
one
hear ya.
there, one back there, and one over there. You gotta press them all at the same time.
They might not be related to the puzzle we just saw. Like, there's a crane in the middle
Yeah,
of
this
this
is
area.
this is for that hook thing over there.
Guys, can you head to us? Do you see where we are? Should we jump up and down?
I know they're over there.
We're-
Yeah.
Any landmarks that could give us a clue of where you guys?
Head east. If you think about the map, head east towards the ocean and look at the rocks.
They see us.
You can see us.
You guys are cute jumping like that. It's
Okay.
very adorable.
Okay, do you see what we're standing next to? There's 4 of them.
Yes.
So head across that way. Go the other direction. Don't go to us.
No, not yet, not yet, not yet.
No?
They need to be together. Hold on. We need them together.
I
We
don't
need
think
to.
so.
We need to
And I need you
coordinate when we
also
hit it, don't
at some
we?
point. We need to coordinate a signal. Yeah.
Yeah. Like. 3,
Okay. I have a
2, 1.
Yeah, but only one of us does it. Only one of us does
Yeah.
it. Because if we all do
it's
it,
a timer thing.
Well, you
okay,
can do it.
I see it. It's a timer thing.
When we're all
No,
there,
you do it, you do it.
we look at you. Well, you take
Okay.
this then, and head to one of the other ones.
There's 2.
Okay.
We
Actually,
saw 2
I can't
walkie-talkies.
see where-
We're
yeah.
gonna go get them. We'll be right back.
you stay there.
Okay.
All right, here's the plan.
It's really bad that it's now nighttime. I just have to kind of have faith. I mean, they probably can't see me, right? Is another problem. They're probably going to figure that out. I need a light. I need a light. We need a light signal. This is bad. Change your plan. Nah, this is not going to work unless I have a light. I can't even get around these rocks. I can't even see. Can't even see. Someone's coming this way, thank goodness. No, they're not. They're just shining the light over here. Hi. I think we need to change your plan because...
Hi.
Do we know if this one is the first one?
No, it's a timer thing. We all have to press it at the same time. I'll throw a signal, and then I'll throw a signal. After that signal, we press it at the same time.
Okay, there's a problem.
Got it.
When I'm over there, I can't see you and you can't see me. If I have a light, right, I can see your eyes. So when everyone's at the right place, I can kind of see it, and I can go 1, 2, 3, and then we bam.
It's a bit
Well,
tough.
I would just say as soon as you turn on the light,
if
or
you
like as
do
soon as
that.
you start flickering the light or something. I don't
Well,
know, but-
okay, so...
Yeah, I don't like the light. I don't like the
Yeah,
light.
so like turn off the light for a second, and then like.
Or you know, if we
flick it or
waited
something, I
one
don't
more
know.
minute, it would have been day. But you know, okay.
Yeah.
We have to wait.
Or guys, we can just go get the other 2 walkie-talkies and
No,
then just do it
no,
normally.
No, we need 4.
no, we're doing this.
Okay.
Okay, so what's
Well,
the
we
to your
already
spot.
have 2 walkie-talkies, and there's 2 walkie-talkie stands like right over that hill.
Sorry, Ellie,
That
it's
like
taking
we can
a
just
second.
go, and then we'll have 4 walkie-talkies.
Right, when I get over there, I'm gonna... I'm gonna-
It shouldn't be this complicated. We're just
I'm gonna-
we're just gonna flicker the little light.
I
We
think
need... Okay, but we need to establish the
think-
rhythm. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, press. Yeah?
Sure. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good with that. All
okay,
right,
that works.
Okay.
Silent. Go to your spot. It's over there somewhere. Good luck.
The only thing is I don't see the 4th spot. Is it all the way up there? It might be just that one there. Yeah, it is. It's that one there. So we can see him. So we're going to do like 1, 2. Let's stand here. Actually, let's stand to the side. Okay. Okay. No, he's going further. Or are we coming back? Because I see an orange thing there and not there. Okay, now he's going back. Okay, now Ellie's in position. No, he's going past it. He's going back. Maybe you can't see where it is because it's that dark. That's probably what's going on here. It's probably just too dark. It's sunrise now. Okay, we're all in position, right? So... Okay, yeah, arms are up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it actually works. I so didn't think that was going to work. I so didn't think that would work. But we all got the rhythm. That's great. That's great. I think it drops from up there, by the way. I did not have faith that that would
We got
work.
the bean.
Can I have a look at the
Xisuma,
map?
you go with Fundy
It actually worked
to
really
the...
well.
Xisuma, you go with Fundy to the blue tower.
Yeah?
Silent and I are gonna go get some walkie-talkies.
Well, there's
extra
one
ones.
more thing on the way out of here, I reckon. What did we just do on this map?
But do we need it?
We
already
didn't do
have
the
all
Oh,
the
I
eggs
see
now.
where it is.
Yeah, we have all the eggs that
If
we need.
we
have all eggs.
Sorry, which map are we going to?
Blue.
Which tower?
And we have all the eggs.
We're right
does it-
here, right?
Does it? Blue Tower has 2 in it, right?
If
Wait,
if we go to
Or
green,
is
we
Blue-
could
Blue
get the
Tower has
ski
3
lift to
eggs?
blue, and on the way to green there might be something like.
But I'm just gonna question: do we even need another egg? Like,
Well,
are
we
done
might
with
do.
eggs?
I don't
We
think
have-
we're. I don't
we
think
have
we're near the
enough
end of the
eggs.
game because there's the big green barrier. There's the obsidian box. Like I'm sure there's going to be more puzzles for us to
Yeah.
do. So
There are
while
more
we're in the
puzzles. I'm
area,
just
why don't we
thinking
check
they're optional.
out this thing on the way back to the blue tower? Is what
I'm pretty
getting at.
sure the black tower is another tower that we need to complete, but we have to complete all 5 towers before that one
Silent, come with me.
unlocks.
Where is the
Are we getting the
moon?
walkie-talkies?
Okay.
Up here, right ahead.
Up there.
It's right
Also, we forgot about this puzzle up here, guys. This puzzle with like the 4 things.
Oh
there.
yeah.
Well,
And that didn't that have a jelly belly on it?
It's right up here.
Does this have a jelly belly at it? Because then the
Yeah.
jelly belly.
It
Yeah.
has
So
an
there's
egg,
we're
yeah.
definitely going to be more.
Yeah.
well, my
Yeah.
theory is just because there's so many puzzles and it's an open world,
What's
it's
that
just
one?
optional which one you do.
What about
Come
that one
over
over
here
there?
real quick,
Have we done that?
It's probably
That's
another one.
And
walkie-talkies.
it's
we
like in
haven't
the
done that.
sea
That's
as well.
walkie-talkies. Guys, that's walkie-talkies. That's what we were gonna get.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. But look further ahead, Ellie. There's like a big thing over there.
Oh yeah, I see it. It looks like a factory or something.
Can
Like
you
a
can you
dam
swim
or
in this
something.
water?
Sorry. Probably. You can swim.
Nice. You look like you might drown. Hey, look, there's another one up there.
I'm swimming.
Look, there's another one
I
over
got
there.
the walkie-talkie.
Oh, they got one too.
Silent got it.
First.
Yeah.
All right, so this
Perfect. We have all
direction.
4 now. It's too fast.
Yeah.
Xisuma, give me 1 sec. 1 sec. I need to put this on your back.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Perfect. Awesome.
I can hear that crunch. So we go up here, and there's like some square tile thing on the map that look like it might be a puzzle.
Yes. Do you want to put your light in my back?
I'll
Or do you
hold on to it
wanna
for the
carry it?
moment.
All right.
I think what we need to do is probably group up and wrap up this stream for today. But next
Yes.
time, if we go
I think
to
we
the,
unlocked the
if we go to the map room
we
and
unlocked
take,
the train.
yeah, we take screenshots and like mark off what we've done and haven't. That would be super helpful, I
Smart.
think.
Smart. My chat is also telling me there is extra like bonus stuff. We can complete the story without doing all the puzzles.
Oh, okay.
Hey, where's everyone heading off to? Over.
Green Tower.
Actually, I don't know where we're going.
This is it. This is it here.
We're going to Green Tower.
So have we done
Wait,
this
why
thing?
Green Tower?
Wait, what? No, we did not do
I'm at
this.
the moon right now. I'm just.
We did not do this, Ali. Look. This
Yeah,
looks
this one looks
fascinating.
really cool.
We can do that next
It
time,
looks
maybe.
really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to meet at Blue Tower actually.
Green Tower.
We need to go to Blue Tower
No,
actually. guys.
go to green
blue?
and it takes you to blue. Yeah. The ski lift takes
Oh,
you
okay,
to blue.
okay.
Takes you to blue. Over.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to green and then to blue.
Yeah. There's a yellow building up here. That way somewhere. That also looks like something I don't remember.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of things that we haven't done.
Oh, I hear them. They're here. Hi.
Oh, hi.
We meet up. Have we done this
How's it
one?
going? I think we need 2 people to get on top of this. I think we need 2 people to get on top of
Yeah,
this.
we do.
Someone
Oh
wants to
my
pick me up
god,
real quick.
yeah. Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
How does it?
Oh, sorry.
Here we go.
Oh, thanks.
Here we go.
Oh, there's a thing at the
Oh,
start.
it's a
my God,
megaphone.
Megaphone.
Wait. Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Oh my God. Oh my God. Echo. Echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
That's awesome.
Here, use that megaphone into the walkie-talkie.
I want to hear what it sounds like.
Can you?
Hello. Oh wow. Where's the walkie? Where's the walkie?
Oh, right here. I can have it.
Bundy.
Put something in my back. Put the light. Put the light in my back.
Okay.
All
Let's do
right.
this real quick.
Bundy, can you hear us?
Is it that way over there?
Not anymore. I'm at green. Where are
is
you
that
guys?
it? I think I see it. I see a green tower. This
Okay.
way.
Bundy's
This
at
way,
green.
fellas.
We're on our
Follow
way.
my
We
voice.
found a megaphone.
It's a good thing to find.
Just follow the sound of my
Green's just right up
voice.
here.
Whatever you do, do not give that to Fundy. He's gonna be so annoyed with that.
The ghost of the forest.
Xisuma, you heard that? Do not give that to Fundy.
Yeah, Fundy's not allowed.
Whatever
this.
you do.
Yeah, don't let him see it.
Do
Don't let him
not.
see it.
Should we just throw it away and get rid of it? Oh, it's the ski lift.
Yeah, honestly.
I guess they
Yeah,
were
just
right
throw it
next
down
to
the
each other.
mountain.
Oh, the cubes. All the cubes are megaphones. I see. So apparently all those cubes are megaphones. So we haven't seen a single one.
Yeah, we haven't seen any cubes
So
actually.
which way do we go? The green tower's there. I think it's left. I think we go
Bundy, are you
left
in
to the
the
blue.
way to blue?
No, that's yellow.
No, I'm
over
on
there.
Yeah, you
yellow.
can
Or
see the
green.
tower.
Oh, I see you.
No,
Which way do we go? There's
Yeah,
blue
we're going to
tower.
blue.
Get on the ski lift, get on the ski lift, Daddy, get on the ski lift, Daddy, get on the ski lift. You dropped your walkie-talkie.
Is that definitely the
You
right
dropped your
direction?
Yeah, I was trying to pick up.
Is that definitely the right
Where
direction?
did the other one go?
Did
Did you see where it goes?
I threw my walkie. Where'd it go?
I've got no idea what that
Did
sounds
you
like.
hit the other one?
I got no idea if that's funny or not. Ah.
I got one.
Dibbler. Oh no! I flipped through it! It's gone! It's gone! My accidental clicking strikes again.
Xisuma?
I did not do
Xisuma
anything.
lost his microphone.
Dude, I got one on the back. I got one on my back, haven't I? That's
I'm
what's
so
going
glad
on
that you
here.
threw that. Fundy did not need that. I kind of want it. Don't.
Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Yo, look at the pop-up on the top right of the screen. Like, that has got some funky chroma
Okay.
key error going on. I don't know what that's
20
about.
minutes. That took you a long time to think about.
We don't hop off here. We hop off up there and then go to blue. Actually, you could probably hop off here and walk it, but it might be a little bit longer. Now that's funny. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. It's just an accidental right click. That's all it was. It happens too much around here. According to our numbers, we've got a few peeps tuning in here. It's very late. I don't know what you're doing here at this time. I'm going to go to bed after this stream, but I need to wind down, actually. The other day, I came off the computer yesterday, actually, and I struggled to sleep a bit because I was all amped up, so I need to do a little bit of a wind-down ritual, you know what I mean? Got to get your brain to slow down. I've been looking at these blue screens for ages, so need to wind down. But we're going to get to the tower and regroup and see what's what first. Yeah, it's late. I went out and saw the solar eclipse. It was really good. It was really good. I was a little disappointed that it didn't get as dark as I thought it might, but it goes to show the power of the sun that like 90% is not good enough, you know? Like, it's still really light out. Not really light. It did dim. It got gloomy. It was cool, but I kind of expected a bit more. Hey! I accidentally threw it
Howdy.
down.
You're good? Yeah, I know. We saw that and we were
clicked,
kind of laughing
and I was
at it.
like, oh, not again. Ah! I'm okay. Okay, try and get more towards the tower. Yeah. And this time, whoa, big jump. What's that? Oh, it's the top of a tunnel. We could have possibly taken a tunnel back to get here. Ugh. There we go. Right. Give this a good old kick. Ugh. Had to be done.
Did you guys lose your walkie-talkies?
Nope. Mine's on my back.
Yeah, I lost it. Okay, I'll give you some test signals.
Me too, man. Me too.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Super
Stick 'em out of my bag.
califragilistic.
There's one. All right.
Hey!
Right. I'm gonna propose that we do this key thing next time.
Yep,
It's getting
I
late.
fully agree with that.
Also, if I hold on to it, then we get to pick it up at the area where we log in, and then we'll be next to the
That's
map.
so smart.
Although this is going to be used from here. Actually, we should do this
It's
now.
gonna be used like right over here.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to travel back here again. Sorry, it's hard to
Okay.
it's hard to hear in these areas, isn't it? Ow!
Oh, did you get a boo boo?
I do. Sorry, it's hard to hear in there. Did you pick up on that? Like, if we do this now, we don't have to travel back here next time. You look very comfortable.
And the train will be active.
I am quite
Is it
comfortable.
actually a sitting spot? Like, you can choose to sit on it?
No, but when you sit on the edge of something, you can
Oh, yeah.
leap like that.
Oh, wait, which way does it say to go? This way.
This way.
I can't see a thing.
We could use
Now
a
I can.
flashlight. I see Ellie.
Oh, this
Oh,
is...
I think I see the key thing actually.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Xisuma, I think it's over here. Yeah.
Oh,
There's my
I jumped down where you guys jumped down.
anyone
and I
got a
slid
flashlight?
So far down.
Flashlight?
There's one inside of here, right?
Yeah, we need a flashlight, Ellie.
Down here.
I think Ellie has it on his
There's one in my back. There's one in my back.
I'm holding a key.
Could you put the? Yeah.
You're now the key holder, my dude.
Okay.
Oh, okay, all that.
I'm
Right.
I'm the light.
Somewhere down here is the next thing. Is Silent got it? Silent's got it. There we go.
Hello?
I
I'm
see
gonna
it. Yeah.
sneeze.
I see it.
I can't mute. No, the key.
this way.
The key. No, no, no. Oh, where is it? Where is it?
I think you dropped the key down the mountain.
I got it. I got it. Oh, I was gonna
Definitely didn't do that before.
sneeze. Wow, that distracted me from sneezing. Of all things. I no longer have the need to
What, do you have
sneeze.
walkies? Oh no, silent.
I bet
You
it'll
have the
come
need
back
for
now.
speed.
The need for speed.
We skipped one.
We did.
Did we?
Oh,
We skipped one. Yeah.
you sure?
Yeah, we did.
How do you know? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, we
yeah,
must
sure.
have.
Oh, we
Yeah,
gotta
it's got it.
backtrack.
Yeah, it's got it. Okay, back to the start.
All right, I'll go with you because I have a light.
Yeah, I think it might be over here somewhere.
I found it. Come back. This way.
You might have found the next one though. I don't know where he is. I don't know where anyone is. There's just lights.
I don't know either.
It's on
He
you
said,
guys,
"Come
I
back
found
this
it."
way."
Yeah, which
Right
way
here.
is this way?
He said, "What? I don't know where you guys."
By the tower.
I don't know where.
Slightly down the mountain.
By the tower. Down the
So,
mountain by the tower.
I see, I
There we
see.
go. Yeah, right here.
Hey,
Oh, I see.
it was
This
behind the rock.
one.
It was behind the rock.
Yeah. We didn't see. It was behind a rock.
So that'll point us to the next one, and then we got ready for one after that. I thought this would be quick and easy. I almost lost the key.
You almost lost the key and then we skipped one.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Remember when I threw the key off the tower that one time?
Oh,
I do remember.
that was stressful.
Bundy said we should hide it and not tell you guys where it is.
Is blue gonna unlock the train? The train has been very blue. The train was very
Right.
blue.
I'm falling. I'm
I
still
think-
falling. Still.
I
I
see
think it
that.
might be the train that we unlock.
How do you sit
Look,
on
and
things
we're
like
next to the... We're totally unlocking the train. We're totally unlocking the train.
Heck yeah.
Let's go. I feel like we should have done this first. The train would have been so
aboard
helpful.
the train.
Yeah, pro tip, use blue first. Sometimes like the game is structured so you find the really powerful stuff last. You know what I mean?
Yep. Although I feel like we could have done this first if we knew, but we didn't find the
know.
train station until literally now. Stairs, no railing, big lift,
Whoop, whoop. There we go.
We got the key.
Oh,
Heck
there it
yeah,
is.
everybody.
It's stuck though. It's stuck. What does this mean? We've got to get out there. Is it gonna? It's coming to us. It's
moving.
coming to us.
It's moving.
It's gonna go underneath though, right? Do we have to jump on it?
Walking.
Do we have to
much
jump on the
faster
roof?
than that. Oh no! Isn't there like a speed thing inside of it?
I'm gonna jump on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
is
it.
everyone ready? Is everyone ready?
Here we go.
Jump now. Now.
No!
Jump now.
No! So bad.
no one missed.
Advice bad. I'm in. I'm in. I don't know how, but I'm in.
Yeah, crank this thing up to max.
Why?
Oh.
Okay.
This is your captain speaking.
We're very mature individuals.
I was making a song.
Outrunning it.
Bundy's actually running faster.
Are you walking faster? You're just walking faster? No way.
This
Yeah,
thing's
but this
up.
goes through the mountain though. This goes through the mountain. So it's
It's AFK. It's AFK.
It's big shortcuts. Yeah.
Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, aboard the train. We are heading towards Greentown. We'll be there in a few minutes. Try to stay in the vehicle. Try to stay in the vehicle all the time. It's really hard to do that when you hear yourself back the next second.
Alright.
Okay.
What do we want to keep?
Yeah, Hi. I think we're gonna log out now. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't really
so
matter
we
where
should-
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
own this
straying.
thing.
So we should hold on to the items that we want to keep, right?
Yeah, actually, don't put the light in my back. Put the walkie-talkie in my back.
I think we picked up everything we've got, right?
Before we leave,
Yeah.
is it going to automatically stop
swap?
here?
Well, it
Xisuma.
doesn't matter because when we
Swap
log
the-
back in,
swap
we
the
will
light.
be.
Yeah.
I think we have to stop
Oh yeah,
it.
but for curiosity's sake.
Someone! Swap the light in my back for a walkie-talkie. I think it's more important. Thank you.
Wait. Let's see what happens. It's the train station. Is it gonna automatically stop or?
Just tells you where they are.
All right.
Okay.
That's it.
Fascinating. That's a good train.
the next
We're
everybody.
gonna lose one
To the next
walkie-talkie, I
one.
think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna press the button.
Yep.
It was a pleasure.
Okay.
See you next time,
Yep.
fellas.
It was awesome.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
playing,
Yes.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Woo.
Take care.
Oh, my days. We're disconnected. We're done. Oh wait, I moved my mic away. I'm still talking to all of you. I find it so weird that I can use my slider to adjust the sound of this, yet for the music channel it doesn't work like that. I discovered that yesterday when we did our FOMO stream. By the way, to anyone who doesn't know, Tuesdays are now FOMO streams where we stream music, as in mainstream commercial music. Stuff on Spotify that you usually get copy striked for. But since we're just doing what we're doing, it's alright. It's a FOMO stream. There's no VOD. All of that stuff. I got to raid someone. I just need to figure out who, right? I think you got Skiz. Skiz is doing some hermit craft. I will send you there. Enjoy. How about that? Right, I'm off, people. Hope you enjoyed it. No live stream tomorrow. I will probably stream again next week sometime because I've got a busy weekend. Enjoy some Hermitcraft if you're sticking around. Bye bye everyone. Thank you as always. Take care.